Why did the pianist quit playing the piano? You're on a bad back.
Shut the fuck up!
I don't like that.
Bad back.
It'd be better if, he was having an organ failure.
If Bane didn't do it.
I'm hot.
Why haven't we?
You're on a bad back. My back. My back.
Come back, yo.
We need another Peter Steele voicemail.
I know we should do a Peter Steele
How about
bit.
get here early and you can do it?
Yeah, we
I'll
should.
let you do it.
Oh, you know what? We should do a Valentine's Day commercial for Brandon in a shop. We went by there this weekend.
Are we doing it at the shop?
Yes. It's his shop.
Is that some W.L. Weller?
That is W.L. Weller.
It smells like
Weller.
space.
It smells like butt toots.
It's Dustin.
As he looks proudly over at me.
All right. So,
I'm the last one that can complain about butt toots in this place.
we have an agenda.
Yeah. He's
No
played rock.
agenda.
He's played rock shows with me, and it's torture.
I've had eye water.
Like I have nervous farts. Like when I'm worried about a show or something,
I've had
You don't get the butterflies, you
No,
just get
just-
the flatulence.
I get the butter farts, and I feel bad for everyone in my band. Like Jesse used to literally, "Ow, Stubbs, damn!" while we were playing. You could hear him yelling,
There are,
God!
I think there are recordings where you just hear him go
"Damn,
in
Stubbs!"
the background.
It's like-
when we're at some club
Yeah,
playing or something
Yeah.
like that.
and I'm sitting up there trying to sing, knowing that the whole bar is gassed.
God!
Yeah,
Or
like
playing
there's
some-
been people that have been up close to the front when we played
We're
that would
playing some
just
small room.
back up towards the door.
Imagine.
You always thought it was for a bitchin' guitar solo.
Yeah, like our volume was too loud. No, it didn't have anything to do with our volume.
There's very few clubs where it's safe to fart because the smoking overtakes the fart. Like the boiled owl. You can do it the boiled owl.
You can pull it. I don't know. I bet I could stink up the boil out too. I think it's nuts a bud in there. Let one of mine, especially if they got the
You
doors
can
shut
see-
and everything, like everything's
You
shut.
set one off and then like 45 seconds
Yeah.
later everybody just lights up.
Yeah. They encourage
Get going.
smoking at that point.
Yeah. Go ahead, smoke.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I wanted to see something real quick.
Guess we don't need ice tonight.
No, that's why I
Yeah.
didn't pour any.
That's neat.
It's interesting. I'm not used to drinking
Without ice.
well, I generally drink it at room temperature, so it's kind of cool to kind of have a change of pace.
Yeah. I never drink it neat. That's where you play the lead going neat.
That's
When-
neat.
We
Neat.
haven't started the show yet, so I don't care about your nonsense babble.
Let's start the show so we can go.
You need to do
It's
it.
too cold.
Shithole.
Let's get out of this shithole. Frozen shithole.
Why? Alright.
I'm gonna say shithole. My goal is to say shithole 250 times
Well,
this
that's
year.
Do we need a shithole counter?
You should.
Ooh.
Count shitholes? I got
Pick up that
this.
channel. Yeah.
Give us.
Alright.
You have to give us an update too.
Yeah, sounds good.
At the break, give us an update on shitholes.
Are you seriously? Are you going to count all the shitholes? Alright.
And
I'm
run.
ready to go.
And you're gonna run the drops,
I'm doing it on drive. Yes.
which we definitely need to do production work after you pull this audio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Are you
Oh
ready to go?
yeah.
We should do a Canadian one.
Oh, let me turn
We
this
should
on.
do one on acid. No, the acid loop. I meant not on it.
Huh?
Fuck.
Huh.
The acid loop.
Huh.
Something you want to tell Jesus?
You want to come to Jesus?
All for Jesus. You should play that intro.
How do you
I
make
gotta
a
find that audio.
How do you make a new thingy on drive?
Just go into our show notes and keep track of the top.
Yeah. Where are you gonna do it at? Start it now. Start from the bottom.
And now we're here.
And how are you going to mark it? Are you just going to put a line every time? Or are you going to actually physically change the number?
I think
I would just change the number.
yeah, that's easier, so I don't have to count.
So what if
200.
there's like 5 in a row?
Oh yeah.
The shithole, shithole, shithole.
Yeah, maybe we should just do. Yeah,
I
wait,
should.
wait.
Or just mark them on paper.
You don't have an iPhone. I was gonna say you could do the new iNotes where it doesn't it number sometimes?
Yeah,
Automatically
every time you
numbers
hit
and
the
can
button.
Hit the button.
It'll be easier on paper. Where's paper?
I may have the app for you.
The counter app.
It's good for doing that too.
Where's the? I need.
Well, we don't have time for you to upload an app or put an app
I
on
need
your
a
phone
paper.
because I'm about to say shithole like 65 times.
Am
Well,
I counting the drops?
I've been waiting for this show, this shithole of a show for a week
No,
now.
don't start.
You're gonna have to use like paper towel, or
I guarantee you, people were.
I have this one.
Just
Just use the back of that. No, I don't. I have that one digitally.
Oh.
I gave you paper.
I am
I mean-
proud to be
Shut the fuck up.
A shithole.
shithole.
I've got a pen. I've got a pen.
No, no,
you
no.
can borrow.
The shit.
Unless you got one.
This should be our show: is trying to find a pen to count how many times we say shithole on paper.
Right now, it is on YouTube.
Hey.
Hey, you. Yeah.
Hello.
I like how we're having people from actual radio broadcasting in the next month, and we're just trying our best to
Oh, we haven't started the show yet.
dissuade them from coming on.
All right, would you like to start the show?
No. Yes. Maybe.
All right, here we
Let's
go.
do it.
Shithole.
Okay, so the shithole count starts
Yeah.
as soon as I hit the intro.
Oh, he's got to count the drops too.
Yeah.
The shit. Oh, good
Oh,
luck,
shit.
man.
It's how many times it said this show.
Oh shit, hole.
Shithole or shit?
No shithole.
Shithole.
I like this.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised. Seek immediate shelter in the building. Remain indoors. Don't wait for windows. If you are driving, pull safely to the side of the road and seek shelter in a building or lay on the floor. We will announce when the threat has ended. This is not a drill. Take immediate action measures. Repeat. Take immediate action measures. I am a proud shithole.
Whoa!
Drop the beat.
Yes.
Very cold.
Paper towel. Show number 244. Welcome back once again to this weekly
Don't say
shithole
it.
presentation
God damn it!
in the Temple of Shithole.
Yes. Where it's 2 degrees.
2 degrees.
You want to talk about podcast dedication?
Yeah,
Who's the most dedicated podcast in DFW?
not us. Oh, in DFW. I thought you were saying in the U.S. or the
It's-
world.
You're probably correct, though. It's not us.
It's not us.
But we're fighting through it today.
And it's not that cold out here. I got it warm.
This was
got noodles.
Snowmageddon. Did you see the news last night?
Mm-hmm.
Because there was no news. It was all Snowmageddon.
Like, I figured this morning I would be driving through 6-foot snow drifts.
I did too. I was
We're
worried.
running.
I think
Just
they broke out.
busting through.
I think they busted out Thunder Truck. And
If they did, Thunder Truck did a lot of work because there wasn't any snow anywhere.
yeah,
We were
Pete-
sold a bad bill of goods.
Yeah.
Delkus
yeah,
Felkus.
Pete Delkus.
doesn't deliver anymore.
No. Well, he told me.
He used to
I
deliver.
asked him last
He
night
doesn't
if do I need to go ahead and wax the snowboard, and he didn't respond to me. I don't think he likes us too much because of someone in this room.
Is it him?
No, it's you.
Oh.
You're the one that called him a diddler.
Whoa! Oh, I thought that was Friend
Please
Frog.
don't yell on the mic.
I thought I was on.
No, that was on mic. You called him a diddler, and then you went to. Didn't he go to Twitter too?
No,
Yes.
it was only on Twitter that I called him a hard D.
A hard diddler.
A hard diddler.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, he didn't respond to my snowboard question because I was confused with all the news, all the reporting, everybody going outside, bundled up and reporting from the side of the highway and all that. I was like, surely I get to break out my snowboard this time.
Nope. When's the last time you snowboarded
In DFW?
It's been about 10 years since I have.
What'd you do it on Flagpole Hill?
Snob Hill over here. Off
I used to
Davis
live
and
on
Precinct.
Snob Hill.
You did?
Yeah, and I've only heard one other person call.
We've always called it Snob Hill.
That's what I've
Is there-
heard. You grew up in this area then.
Yeah.
I'm out of the mean streets.
Well,
of
usually
NRH.
where they go to report that stuff, where they always show the what do you call it, default man on skis at Flagpole Hill, right by where my grandfather and grandmother have been laid to rest.
Nob Hill's kind of a dangerous place to be snowboarding because it
I don't
goes
know
right
about
to
this.
the
I
middle
don't know
of
what you speak of with Nob Hill.
It's off Precinct and Grapevine Highway between, kind of between Precinct and Davis. But
Right over by
it's right.
Like,
now it's you know where,
Risky's Barbecue.
you know where the Home Depot is over there.
By Big Chiefs Records.
No, you know where by Birdville High School.
Yeah, I got you.
It's kind of back over there.
Oh, okay. You're
Yeah.
talking about back towards Haltom.
No, back towards Hearst and Colleyville.
Because I don't go towards. I guess I don't go to that shithole.
God.
Colleyville,
South Lake,
Shithole.
you're not allowed.
Keller.
So yeah, we used to go up there, and there's an apex that one side's really steep and goes
Oh,
straight
yeah.
into Precinct.
Yeah.
And the other side's a nice long cruise.
Did you guys go around the pattern that kind of just loops around and then goes back downhill again?
Yeah, we did
Okay.
Oh,
that
you
too.
had a course?
Yeah, there were four
Full
of
on
us.
slalom?
There were four of us, and we took one of my, I think it was my Xterra over there, right after I got it. And we used one would drive
Yeah.
and be the ski lift operator while the other three got to ride. And then he'd swap out with someone.
Oh, so there was
You
no
just took
hill.
turns.
It was just a blank area where you
It
could
was
snowboard
streets.
behind
With
Okay, gotcha.
3 to 4 inches of snow and no one driving on them because the hill's too damn steep.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they listen to Pete.
Yeah. So we had full control. And then you'd
Yeah.
have watchers at Precinct because all the kids would sled on Precinct.
Yeah.
And no one was driving their cars on Precinct.
Yeah.
And so people would sled all the way across. So if you did the steep hill, the black,
Oh, that was the black diamond? The black
the
diamond.
black diamond.
Yeah.
Because there was a blue going the other way through the neighborhood.
Do you have green?
And then it turned into a green towards the base
Okay.
as you got closer to the lodge
Okay.
to get the Xterra ski lift back up to the top.
Man, this sounds like a racketeer.
It was fun. And then we started
Did you
having
make podcast
sledding
money?
kids. Sledding kids were like, let me ride the back, or
Yeah.
pull me up. And I was like, well, I'd
Yeah.
hate to lose footing and just slide back on the back of some kid, run them over.
Did they call you Uncle Pulley
No, I was
or anything like that?
No,
You didn't even get any 6-year-old nicknames?
No, I was like 21.
Uncle Touchy?
20, something like that.
21's not too early.
Mm,
What about girls? Did you take any girls up there?
no,
Well, no. You want to see some snow, boy?
girls don't want to go outside when it's cold.
You want to see some sick tricks? They don't, do they?
They want to stay in and watch the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
Whereas guys are like,
Yeah, and then
Can we
10
go
minutes
snow skiing?
outside, you're ready to
Can
off
we-
yourself.
can we sled?
Yeah.
And
Can I
if,
slide?
if you're a guy that goes, I want to go outside and have a snowball fight, well, you're dumb and shit off yourself.
Who was that in your neighborhood that was like, I want to go have a snowball fight?
You get the phone call, the random phone call, and you're like, hello,
Yeah.
who is this? It's Pat Thomas. I want to go have a snowball
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, yeah. Then there was always the kid that showed up to the snowball fight that wasn't expecting the tennis ball wrapped in like snow all around it, and you always beam the shit out of someone, and someone got butt hurt.
Or the
Like-
battery.
Wow. God, what kind of shithole you live in, man?
He's from that Smithfield side.
No,
of those hills.
So the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah,
used to
yeah,
do
that's
that
what
to
they
the
used to
Cowboys.
do. Yeah, that's true.
Hey.
They used to do that.
Yeah, that's right.
That is
It
right.
was Jimmy that got beamed in the head, didn't he?
I can't remember.
I think Jimmy Johnson got pelted when there footage of him running into the locker room like covering his head because the Philly fans decided to.
Well, wouldn't it just bounce
Chunk
off his head
batteries.
anyway?
That
That
remember
helmet
back?
hair he
Yeah,
used to have.
he had perfect hair. He was like perfect hair Perry, the governor. He's still the governor, right?
Is he? I haven't seen him govern anything lately.
Did he while he was in office?
Greg Abbott.
Greg Abbott's
No,
in
Greg.
there.
Yeah, no, that's the.
He's in it
I
now.
thought he was the assistant governor.
No.
He's the one you made fun of because he wouldn't stand up at his inauguration. You were like, that man should stand up at his inauguration
I said that.
and be respectful of the state of Texas. This was a republic once. We've had 6 flags fly over
Are you
us.
not proud to be a shitholer?
Now Texas is a shithole country.
And now,
Big
that man
shithole.
is lazy and won't stand up.
I accidentally said country.
And then
So,
they pan down.
Yeah. Did you see the Philadelphia Eagles made it into the playoffs?
I did see that.
And they won their shithole game. That was a shithole game. By the way, when that audio came out, the shithole audio, was every one of our friends going, oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything special lined up for that?
What, to get all our friends go, oh man, shithole!
No, I bet you everyone
Or the
that
audio.
listens to our show, is when they heard that audio, was like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Dustin's going to say shithole 65 times in 2 minutes.
You're the one who was more excited about it than me.
I'm not going to lie. I got a shithole erection when I heard that. I love podcasting.
God damn it.
You guys
Okay.
love shitholes.
I do love shitholes.
I like the meme that came out that cracked me up.
Yeah. The city needs to have shithole day instead of. They have pothole day where they go fix potholes. They need to call it shithole or shithole pothole day. And they fill the potholes with shit.
I don't think that'll help the road problem.
This is why I should become mayor of Watauga.
I don't think you understand infrastructure, basic construction.
And basic city management.
It's awesome though because I have you. You're gonna be my civil engineer.
And you'll be
You're
like,
gonna be vice
guys,
mayor.
today, City of Watauga is pothole shithole day. And what I want you to do is to shit in the potholes along the streets.
Smoke pot. Put a bag of shit on your doorstep. We'll come pick it up.
The
and
fire
we'll put it in the
department will pick it up,
potholes.
and they'll
It's
use
gonna
it.
be
to-
shithole pothole days of Watauga.
And if you got one right outside of your house, just go up there and drop the pants.
We're even gonna have a
Feel
parade.
yourself.
We're gonna have a shithole parade.
And then I'll be standing beside you and go, that's not exactly how that
And I'll be
works."
like, you be quiet. You're vice mayor. Okay? I don't need nothing out of you.
Vice mayor.
Yeah, Dustin will be my vice mayor.
What's Smithers' assistant? The Simpsons? That's me. You're Smithers.
Yeah.
Calming everything down.
No, the whole time you're gonna be walking behind me, going, I don't think this is how this is how it works.
I give up for today.
Yeah. Yep. Shithole shithole days of Watauga, Texas.
So, you've heard it. Let's introduce our guest because I got some shoot the shit stuff I want to get into, and I'd like some feedback. Maybe you can provide
Shoot the
feedback.
shithole, you mean?
I'm
God
Yeah,
damn it.
shoot
good
the
at
shithole.
talking shithole.
All right. So,
What's our count up to?
28.
if you haven't figured it out yet, thanks to all the media ever in the world,
We have new toys.
we can say shithole. So you're gonna hear
What?
shithole a lot.
What?
Yeah.
So go ahead, introduce
You
yourself.
can drop in a hard R N-bomb too, apparently. Did you listen to that?
I'm not dropping that.
Yeah, we don't know
No,
what that
no,
is.
because we have higher
I need a
standards than CNN. What? Oh, did you run out of ink already on the shithole page?
God damn it!
Got a shithole pin?
Just calm
I
down.
don't like your shithole attitude either.
34.
No.
Okay,
Go
so,
ahead, introduce yourself from
so-
radio right to left.
Right, so I'm Cody Canafax, also go under the name iNcelta as an artist, recording artist. I'm from Burleson, Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did
that's
y'all,
a shithole.
did
Yeah.
Burleson get some of this weather
I don't know.
The,
but
winter-
I heard they
winter
got
storm
some.
apocalypse now?
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson trapped in her house.
Could
Yeah,
you snowboard?
So I generally say
Burleson.
Fort Worth because I'll always, well, not that I'm talking to too many people about who I am, where I'm from, but Kelly Clarkson kind of owns the Burleson tag, the first
Yeah.
big person out of there. So
Yeah.
now I'm in North Richland.
She's the mayor of Burleson. The shithole Burleson.
God,
There's someone else.
We got to be easy on Burleson.
Is
'Cause
there?
I'm doing a little show on Thursday.
Uh-oh.
So
Where's your show at?
Joco Community Radio.
That sounds like a
Junior
shithole.
college, huh?
I
I did a little bit of that up
I
in UNT.
Okay.
I was it wasn't JoCo, it was KUNT. No, it was KNTU.
But
But
I had to change it. though.
yeah, it had already been changed to KNTU.
Okay.
And our here's what we had to say. KNTU, the one for jazz. That was our little tagline there.
Nice.
Yeah. It would have been way cooler if I was there when it was KUNT. The one.
I like this. I like this because I just had to do it. Burleson, notable people from there, okay? Robert B. Anderson, Secretary of Treasury, Department Secretary of Defense,
That
and
guy
Secretary of Navy in the Eisenhower administration. So he's going to be around.
Nice.
Number
nice.
2 was Kelly Clarkson.
Eisenhower was
Yeah.
from around here too, right? Wasn't he from up north? Like by the Red River, like
He spent
Texoma
time
or
all
some
over the
shit,
place.
right?
He spent time all over the place.
Yeah.
He spent time down in Fredericksburg too, right?
Yeah.
For a
I think
while.
so.
There's that museum and everything.
Yeah.
And then number 3, to round out the top 3 from Burleson, Ethan Couch. Criminal known for receiving a light sentence after being convicted of 4 counts of intoxicated
That's the kid.
Oh,
manslaughter.
that's kid. I
Yeah,
thought he
that's
was
the
in
kid
Keller.
that, I thought he was too.
defense.
I think that's where the crime happened or something. Something happened in
Affluenza.
Keller, didn't it? Or in Grapevine?
Yeah, something was
What do
with
you-
Keller.
Was he playing beer pong in Grapevine?
This was the
Keller?
affluent
Yeah.
team.
Affluenza.
Yeah. Affluenza. Yeah.
So that's a good one. That's a good one to
I
round
tried to
out
do
the
that.
city.
I got a DWI around that time, and I tried to get my attorney to throw that in mine. And it didn't work.
They're like, you haven't been underneath your parents' care for
No.
My bartenders just keep giving it to me.
Yeah. I have affluenza.
affluenza.
Mimi Coffee's like, what? But she owes us money now.
When you're talking to her, every time you talk to her, she's stepping out of a car with a cigar in her
Affluenza!
hand, and she's got her legs sort of
Kinda
seductively spread, and she has a cigar in her mouth.
That woman was an attractive, or she still is an attractive woman. She was a very attractive attorney for me.
Is
Oh,
there
sorry,
new
just the other
billboards? Because I've never seen her
She's
except on
very
a billboard.
attractive. Well,
I saw her just the other day because I was working outside of her office.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's right there on 121.
She smokes a cigar.
Does she?
Yeah, but she didn't on mine. She didn't smoke my cigar.
You
Because
ever
I
seen,
lost.
You ever seen Zach and Mary make
No.
a porno?
No.
Okay,
I've
that's terrible.
it's on
You
the
haven't seen
to
that?
watch list. Yeah.
I've even seen it.
Her name Bubbles.
It's good.
That's what I was going to say is
It's
Mimi.
Yeah.
With the
Bubbles?
cigar.
yeah.
And I guess
You
I
think-
could have gone around that.
You know
by
what's
saying-
funny? I don't know if she's an attorney. We should probably shut the fuck up.
She,
But I've heard some things,
oh no,
some stuff.
I know some things.
I
I tried to tell you this during the
What if
thing.
she's a listener?
Are we about to get taken out?
Dear Lord, you know what?
Hi,
I think
Mimi Coffee, how you doing?
I'm pretty sure that she knows about our
What's
shit.
up?
Because she there was something that she was thinking about a defense for me, and she was like, okay, we got to find something. Like, is there anything that we could hang our hat on at all to get something thrown out or whatever? Because it wasn't going good at all. Like, it didn't go well, like from beginning to end. I was trying to do sad face too, and I think like the jury thought I was over sad in my face because I was like going like this the whole time. My dad was
That's
like,
public record, right? We could pull the tapes from the courthouse
Like-
from your hearing that
like
day.
anytime,
probably
anytime the
demand
judge would
it.
say anything to me or anything, I'd be like, "Yes, Your Honor." I'd like act like I was on the Diary of Anne Frank or something. Like, yes,
Would the judge look away and you'd spray like
yeah.
red stuff in your ass when
Yeah.
you come the Visine?
Yeah.
You'd be like,
I'm just scared for my life. You're like when you're 38 years old.
I have a lot
I have a lot of anxiety.
I am also a little Asian golfer.
I'm on the highest paid podcast show in DFW. I'm not a Nazi.
What?
I don't know.
That was random.
Yeah, it was horrible.
All right, so you're now up here.
Right.
You're spitting things out. You're doing cool things.
Yeah. I've worked on an album for the last year from January 20th, roughly, until early, I guess, October. Finished it out and released it as iNcelta. The album's called Music Time Capsule. You can get it a lot of different places.
Is
so.
this all on your manifesto that you gave us?
Yeah, I think so.
We have to follow.
You're the most
this.
organized guest we've ever had in our life.
I tend to be organized. It kind of runs
It's awesome.
in.
If you're
Kind of
watching on
runs in
YouTube,
my.
he sent
DNA.
us a manifesto.
But
So
you should
we
do
have
that.
to follow it.
No,
you should
you
do-
don't have to follow it.
Are
Here's
a
what you should
professor?
do, man.
Have you ever mailed a box?
Listen. Okay, I'm going to give you some advice here.
Yeah, let's do it.
The next interview you do on a podcast show, instead of making like this is awesome. This is very good, but you should freak them out and do it like in serial killer writing
Or something
shot,
that they gotta
different
have a
fonts.
decoder with.
Yeah, like was it what killer was it that did the they just had a show about him. Was it not the Unabomber? The Zodiac killer, right?
Zodiac
He's the one that did
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan of wingdings.
Yeah. Bunch of wingdings.
He decode these wingdings.
That's what you should have done. Is just come in
just
here and
made it the
announced
stupidest, easiest.
No, you didn't do this, Cody.
Cody.
Who did this, Cody?
I did all of
Musician-
it.
No, you did.
I did.
Come on, man.
I did.
No,
Yeah.
You're this
This
organized
is,
in real
I would
life.
hire. You're
Yeah.
hired, dude.
I,
Yeah, is this a resume you gave us so that you can get a job here?
yeah.
Because it's pretty
No,
impressive.
I'm
No.
Matt Stubbs. Good goddamn to meet you, man. You're hired.
No, I'm just. It's kind of the way I roll. I'm pretty organized.
I
and
like it.
like to make sure if I'm meeting with people that they know who I am, take me seriously, and know that I'm just not some schmoes playing on the
Do
street
you want to
corner.
do this every week for our show?
Yeah, imagine how good our show notes would look.
I'll do minutes and agendas for you for,
There we go.
for $50 a week.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, deal's off.
So you got, I see some stuff here.
Yeah.
That I would probably take off of this
Yes.
because first off, Funky Town Podcast and Whiskey Radio.
Wait, where's that at? I don't see it.
If you go to Past Happenings, number 3,
Past happenings.
Amendment D.
Amendment D, Podcast Radio Press.
Yes.
FM 88.7, I know of that.
Yes.
KTCU, we definitely know
Well, that's
that.
88.7.
Yeah.
You got to follow the
620 we know of.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
AM, KX, or
KEXB.
KEXB, we know of them.
Yes.
Talk Radio, we know of them. 1190,
KRLD, right?
No.
Funky Town
In the
Podcast.
KRLD?
No.
Never heard of Funky
1190
Town
Talk
Podcast.
Radio?
I've never heard of Funky Town. Whiskey Boy Radio, we know that guy.
We know
Yeah.
Whiskey Boy, Mr. Matt Blake.
Yeah.
Please. Thank you.
Future happenings too. This is awesome.
Thanks,
I like
man.
this.
man.
I'm down here at this feature happening things. Are you going to NAM?
I am.
When are you headed out?
I'll be going the Wednesday
Are you
evening
still going?
before. You're going? We'll have to hook up, man.
We're
You don't wanna
flying
hook up with those guys.
Thursday.
Are y'all playing, or y'all just there to hang out and kind of look through stuff?
We're there to have our.
Do you want to keep your liver? Don't hang out with these guys.
We're there to have our D-zest by major label reps.
I'm going to a rock show.
Cool.
By the name of House Heart Conan.
Have you downloaded the app?
That's where I'm going.
That I can't go to.
That you can't go to. Alex confirmed.
Alex did confirm that,
Yeah, they even have it on their tickets that it's 18 and up.
Bunch of
So-
shitholers.
even with a parent.
Even with a shithole parent.
Oh, okay. That's
Lost my
weird.
pen.
But yeah, I thought about going out to NAM.
Are you playing?
I'm not going to be playing. I'll probably end up bringing my bass. We'll see. I've been trying to post out in some forums, see if there's any cats or anybody that's going to be playing. The only problem with scoring a gig there is, a lot of people are pre-booked months and months in advance, and they got
Yeah, it's
virtuoso
South by Southwest.
shows of bass players that can play 1,000 notes a second, without missing a note, and then they have a drummer's one, and
Yeah, because I saw Victor Wooten's going to be there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's
Yeah.
go watch him play.
Bootsy Collins is going to have a booth there. Freak Bass, if you're familiar
Yeah.
with him. So,
You got to watch out talking about going to NAM up in billiards.
Oh, yeah, that's a different NAM.
Yeah, they don't like it.
They don't like it at all.
They like for it to be called NAMM 2018.
And then what they do is they scream about Nom, and you have to listen to them with their little respirator in their throat.
Yeah, after they've done
Little throat
karaoke
hole.
with the cancer kazoo.
Whoa, whoa!
We can call that's not politically incorrect yet, is it?
Well, with everything that's going on right now,
Is cancer kazoo? Is that gone out of style now? We can't call it that.
here he comes, Ryan. Let's see what else we got.
Yay.
You got some video releases lined up.
Yeah, just one. We'll be shooting a video here in February, and
Oh, okay. I was reading that as two because I saw February and then I saw the release and then the music video.
Hoping.
Yeah, we'll be doing that in
cinematic
February.
Music video. Bad dreams. Hoping to work with mental health and drug abuse charity to give back and raise awareness. That's cool. What's
Yeah.
that about? What's all that about?
yeah,
We'd like to introduce you to the JJTL Mental Health Awareness.
Yeah. This is
We-
pretty.
Consider this.
y'all are about to squash it for me, aren't you?
Yeah. You're on the wrong show for
No,
this.
no.
We just don't
Especially
have
the-
our 801c or whatever it is yet.
Especially the
Oh,
drug.
Yeah, no. It's
Kidding.
kind of one of the things that I've been passionate about, as I've probably talked about on some other shows, is just
Is it
mental health type awareness, and trying to just tackle issues that a lot of times are handled with medications, and
Are you pro
Not a
meds
lot of-
or
I-
are you
I'm
anti-meds?
for meds, but I'm also for the treatment of people and the
Therapy.
actual
So you're not a
and
naturalist.
family, and embracing people that have these problems.
Yeah.
You're not a naturalist.
I'm not. I mean, if that's the step that is most effective for someone, then great. But I think it's more about people and their surroundings than it is necessarily the
Yeah.
person that's suffering.
It's about
from it.
talking, therapy,
I agree.
communication.
I agree.
Or
So-
what if you have ADD?
Well, we'll get into that. That's the drug part right there.
That's the part I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is the drug.
No, we were still in the mental health part.
I am too.
I guess you could
drugs
consider
affecting mental health.
And they go hand in hand.
Do you want-
a lot of times drug abuse and
Yeah.
mental illness.
Or
Yeah.
should you be on drugs to try to cure your mental illness? Like it stabilizes you.
I think there's
Like,
some people that kind of
Prozac.
hey,
Solo.
if it balances your course so
Next
that you're even kill and you can manage and you can cope, then yeah.
SSRIs are scary. There's some
They are.
people.
They make you
There are
shoot
some people
schools.
that really need them, but there's also some people that don't need to be on them. And there was a stretch, I think, in the aughts. I don't have to say earlier. I always get confused when I get aught anxiety. But
like it's a gun
yeah, like,
Like a
do I,
double
I don't have
aught?
to say early aughts. Do I? I can just say aughts.
or a 30 aught.
Anyway, where doctors, you'd go to your general practitioner and they'd be like, "Oh, you're having a bad day. Here's some Lexapro."
Right.
Bam.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
getting
you
sick of
have
dealing
that.
with your kid when they get out of school. Here's some Xanax. Bam. And now I think they're starting to see the repercussions of that
Yeah.
because that completely affects your chemistry of your brain when you get on those things.
Sure.
And I guess there's been documentation of people that have gone on shooting sprees and stuff. And
And
the
we're
only
on SSRI.
SSRIs, yeah.
There used to be a website. I think here it is. It's ssristories.org, and it
Yeah.
will tell you
Who
the stories and the reports. There's a chart, and they're off the wall, like how many and where.
yeah.
Hold on.
It
I'm
was done.
uneducated and retarded. That's stuff like Zoloft, right?
Yeah.
It's the garden variety drug. Like they used to prescribe everybody Valium, and then it moved to Xanax.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they decided they had a cure for depression, like I said in the aughts, and put everybody and their mom and dog on SSRIs.
So the definition.
It's a serotonin. It has to do with
it's
serotonin.
Selective serotonin
Yeah.
reuptake regulator. It says any class of antidepressants that inhibit the inactivity of serotonin by blocking its
Yeah.
reuptake by presynaptic nerve cell endings.
Yeah, and what happens is it's been overprescribed, and you got people like me that have been jerked on and off of it for fucking 10 years, and now I'm a wacko. I'm on a podcast show.
You've been jerked off now for 10 years?
Hold on,
Did I say
Cody.
that or think that?
Catfish Daddy has a question for you.
Catfish Daddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Catfish Daddy, what's up?
Do you sing about the Dragon Riders of Pern?
the Dragon Riders
A
of
porn?
Pern.
Pern.
Yeah.
I think is it porn?
I might, maybe. Can I answer
Go for it.
D?
D. And,
Also, wait,
looks
hold on.
like a correct answer there. Why does it sound like crap? I don't know. Why do you sound like crap?
Hello, Marvin.
So the Bad Dreams video release is coming up.
Yeah, so we're going to be filming it in February. We've done a casting call. We're still trying to find a house. So, you got any listeners that have a basement?
Yeah.
A house with a basement in DFW? Hit me up. I've got one that we're likely going to be using.
Yeah, you should hit up the cats in Orkanaut.
Orkanaut?
Yeah, they always play house shows. It's up in Denton. They usually play them up in Denton. But
They got a
Yeah.
house with a basement?
I don't know if they have a house, but they always play house shows. Like they go and play private parties, and there's tons of places up there that have basements.
Yeah.
So I used to hang out in the basement back in the day, long time ago.
The basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's kind of been the big deal for me. That was like, trying to find this house, and then while we're also trying to nail down what the cast is going to be and stuff like that. So
So you can have tryouts, or just if people want to volunteer, they can come on out.
We've already done the casting call, and I think we've got.
Did you get Brad Pitt?
Sort of. No, not really. We've got most of it worked out. It's just trying to find the house, and then as we're doing that, it's also buying us a little bit more time. If there's anybody else who's wanting to try out for the roles, we're open to it. So that's what we have going on with Bad Dreams. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out if I can find a charity to work with, which is becoming a really hard thing right now, just because the content's pretty edgy, and I think
like violence wise, or
yeah. It's going to be pretty dark. I can't divulge a lot of it because I want there to be some surprise factor. But the song's about a mentally ill mother who loses it. And, kids are involved. So yeah.
Dustin's got an idea for a mental awareness, mental health awareness video shoot.
You talking about the shooting one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. I don't want to give that away on here because people will do it.
Yeah, every time after the show, you always say, "Hey, stop bringing up things because there's some people that are listening.
There are
picking us off."
Yeah,
you never tell, but you're like, "I'll tell you after the show, broski."
I'll tell you
after the show, man. And then then it's too cold. It's usually 2 degrees like it is now, and I'll probably do the same thing. I'll bounce out of here as soon as the show's over. So.
There was something else I was going to ask you about. Oh, this whole. You talked about you did this all yourself.
Yeah,
everything.
I
lie.
Worked in IT for over 20 years. Management the last 4.
I'm not talking about the
3. So
I'm not talking about your manifesto. I'm talking about the album.
Oh, the album?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I recorded the bass, the guitar, the keyboards, some of the drums. I used some drum loops on some of it, and then had a guy play drums on one track.
Are you the new Northwich Hills Trent Reznor?
Or are you Burleson Trent Reznor?
Because you're sitting across from the Watauga Trent Reznor.
I'm the mayor, but I'm also Watauga's.
You don't want me to stomp into the mid cities, do you? You're very territorial, aren't you?
I'm a shady.
You know what? I'll take Fort Worth then. How about that?
Whoa, that's kind of grand, kind of big, kind of grand. So you did everything. I understand using loops and stuff.
Yeah.
What's your go-to instrument?
I'm best at bass. I'm extremely efficient. Good on the guitar. I feel like I'm a really solid vocalist. Just never really committed to the craft until this last year. So that's something that I feel like and writing lyrics too. How complicated and just how tough that job is. So that was. I feel like I really, really mastered it with some time this year, but I feel like I can do all of it pretty well. Drums, I'm probably average to below average, but the rest of it I feel like I'm pretty efficient.
Yeah.
Keys wise, what you play? Are you playing it all soft synth or are you playing it physical?
I'm playing it physical, and then I also record the MIDI. So if I
So you
have
got both.
so if I have a soft soft strike and it needs to be a little bit harder, yeah, I'll raise it up. So I mean, my goal with this was to make what I felt like for me would be the perfect album. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect album, but
Yeah.
I was gonna do everything in my power to make sure it sounds as professionally produced as possible.
Did you ever get to a point where you're like, all right, now I've got to shut it off. I've got to stop. I can't
Yeah.
go any further with
Yeah.
this, or it's going to make me mental.
Yeah.
See, I
yeah.
can never get past that point. Ever.
So it probably took me about 7 months to do all of it, and about in month 5, I started getting writer's block, and I was just forcing
I
myself.
got some cookies that'll help with that.
In fact, right now, I just had one a little bit ago.
I will try them out.
That's why you're so nice tonight.
I heard you guys talking about edibles
Punch
on
you
the last
in the
cast.
face.
Yeah, some people have been bringing us. We've had some fine donations lately.
Okay, well, I've got another one here for you here in a
Is
little
that-
bit. Let's not break it out
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
But
Well,
So-
there's a fine donation down here for it.
The world of this looks like
Human
a French
semen.
word. Laceria?
Lazare.
Lazarie? That's
Lazare.
French, right? maybe?
No, it's something I created.
Lazare?
It does sound French.
What are you, French or something?
Yeah, I think my.
Are you a frog?
I think I do have some French ancestry.
Is this a song?
Yeah.
Title?
So Lazare.
Mhm.
If you guys pull up your page, I guess for the world of Lazare. so yeah, I'm a little
Oh,
organized.
Hold
No,
on,
that's
hold
fine.
on,
That's
hold
fine
on.
because that's what I was
I
referring to.
downloaded it
Yeah.
earlier. Just a second.
Oh,
Let
you
me
got to
go
play
on
some under
here.
it because I got some
Yeah.
stuff to talk about.
No,
on
no, no.
this.
We're gonna play this song. This is gonna be our middle song, but I had to pull up the document for this song
Yeah.
because this document.
Oh, you have the document on a PDF too, right?
Yeah,
Like-
he sent it to me
Oh, okay.
earlier. But this makes my brain hurt that someone has done this for a song.
Yeah.
Period. Like
It's awesome.
it's kind
Well,
of like it'll make your wiki later when you want to make your whole wiki page.
It's
for
it's
every
going
song.
to
You-
go.
You already
much-
have it.
It's
Way
going
easier.
to go much deeper because on this I didn't even cover what went into making the song, which I find to be pretty fascinating.
So
is there a video of you creating it and stuff that you're gonna?
I'm
post?
planning to do one.
Are you
gonna
gonna put this video? On? Look at that.
We might.
This video
That
is-
camera kind of sucks, but Vixie, sorry, whoever makes the Vixie, I think it's Canon or someone like that.
enough said.
Fucking can't.
Yeah. But no, so the world of Lazare is kind of, it's like another Earth-like style planet.
Humans are silver and bronze.
Yeah, humans are silver and bronze. So imagine human life. You're not our current color. You're silver and bronze, and you range anywhere from 1 to 3 times the size. So you could be at your current size.
Penis too.
He
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
These
So-
words make my
so-
brain hurt.
So the colors for everything in the world of Lazare is just totally psychedelic.
Water is orange.
Yeah, water is
There's
orange.
places in the Trinity that we can see that.
I think you're right.
Yeah, so the
I
whole
think
the whole
you're right.
world operates and exists on this oxygen or mist that's kind of like a purplish teal, and it's called hashau. And hashau is, and you can see it, and it's basically the
Hashau.
oxygen that people breathe, and whenever they die, they eventually decay. And I go into details on this that eventually you just decay into this hashau or this mist that observes that basically goes back into the earth, and the earth is basically a cycle of the people. So the people care for the earth and love the earth, and whenever they die, they end up
Reabsorption.
The mountains are
absorbed back
red.
in. Yeah, the mountains are red, stars are
blood.
green, clouds are
Mountains are
beige, the
bleeding.
vegetation is blue. The night is like a grayish
So
black.
is this from a dream, a trip, or
No, this-
just
it-
a concept?
Yeah,
or
this
did
was-
you go see Avatar
No,
a
no.
few years ago?
Yeah, no, well, it is very Avatar-y. So,
Yeah.
but nothing's taken from that. This was just kind of my way of creating another sci-fi like style life form, and I wanted it to be as like as perfect as possible. So like there's no pain, there's no envy, there's no prejudice, there's no negative feelings. It's nothing but a positive life. There's fish the fish can fly. The fish and the birds, they illuminate the sky. So it's like there's
There's
all
two
these
seasons.
different. There's 2 seasons. It's not like fall, winter. spring, summer, you basically have a night and a day. And your weather's a little bit different at night and a little bit different during the day. But, there's no storms. You don't have to worry about
here we
anything.
go.
in the
People
world
don't
of Lazare.
age.
Yeah, people don't age. Whenever you're born in your final state. You don't grow. The only time you grow is if you're a female who is impregnated.
Here we go. Are you a Mormon?
No,
This
I'm
is
not
starting to
religious.
sound very Mormonish
Yeah, no.
now.
So you go through the birthing process.
So the women get the shithole of the stick.
You know what? But there's no pain. There's
and giving a baby.
It's a perfect world. So
Yeah.
start inserting. Oh hey, this is a perfect world. So start thinking of ways that it's really perfect. They have a baby in 2 weeks. They could grow up to 3 times the size of their body.
Oh, it's a real quick process. Huh?
Yeah,
Man.
so there's a lot of I
like this place.
different things, but at the very end, the humans end up coming into Lazare and end up seeing all the positive benefits. And what do the humans do, as we were talking about earlier?
Constantly desire sex.
Well, they do in Lazare. So the people
orgy all the time. Wait,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on.
Orgy
Yeah.
all the time.
So they're going to-
Orgy all the time.
All right.
Yeah, so feel free to ask me questions.
Everyone
about
desires everyone regardless of size, shape, afflictions, or mental age. Orgy all the time. So you could
Matt
basically
has a chance.
This is true.
Yes.
This is
Ulrich
true.
has a chance.
Yes.
There's
See, this is my heaven, and this is someone else's hell.
I hate to do this because this might be the cookie cooking, or I might just have
Love
noticed.
laughing at my own jokes.
And I hate to
What are you gonna
derail
do?
the show right now. Remember where we're at in this?
Yeah.
Why does Ulrich have a Metallica hoodie on?
I think Seth bought him that.
Seth did. I'm wearing it because I support Seth, not the band. Leave me alone.
You know what he does? He doesn't like carting his jacket around,
Yeah.
so
They hang
he
it on
just
the
leaves
fence?
the jacket off at the house.
All right. So back to this video. I hate to.
No. Wait. I want to talk about
God
this real
damn it.
quick. This is a commercial break to your video or your song. Your
Yeah.
song.
This one's different from the video.
So, what's the deal here? Explain this to me again.
He's wearing.
You don't wear a coat to school. You have a coat that you wore into here, but you don't wear the coat to school because you don't like to walk around with it.
Exactly.
Because you don't have lockers anymore, right?
Yes.
Why do they not have lockers now?
It's a.
Is that once the clock boy just like once that happened,
Yeah.
we can't have lockers now?
Lockers are a threat. They could
They're
fucking
antiquated.
kill you at any minute.
My old school had lockers, but this shithole doesn't have lockers.
Why don't the shithole have lockers? What is the reason? Why did they ban lockers? Does anyone know
all
that?
of Birdville ISD is gone. No lockers. They've gone
Really?
locker off.
Lockerless, huh? Locker
Lockerless.
off, huh?
Locker off.
What do you do with your jacket when you take your jacket off? What do you do with it?
Hang it on the back of your chair.
When you so you're right. You have to lug when you take your jacket off. You have to lug your jacket.
Yeah, Aiden won't take one
Yeah, that's
for that.
okay. So cool.
did you say
so when your
jacket?
kid gets
Did you say
pneumonia-
jacket off?
Yes.
Yeah, when you take your jacket off, right?
Yeah, when I jack it off.
You have to carry it around school.
That's why I don't do it. I just wear my light.
You
Yes.
don't like the jacket off at school.
I don't like to jack it off at school. That's why I wear.
I don't
my
like the jacket
light
off
hoodie.
at school thing.
It's
here,
weird.
man. This is weird.
It could be illegal.
Why did I don't understand it? Like in, I just said like the
Like
Totally, yeah.
when they. So our kids that's why our flu epidemic's gone through the roof.
It's shooting off.
It's because these fucking idiots in the shithole school districts have decided you can't fucking have a locker, so all these
You can't-
fucktards aren't taking jackets to school.
And
They're going jacket off.
these kids, you know how big of a deal it is.
Take
in
your
their-
jacket. Remember when we were kids?
Take your jacket. Take your jacket. And it's a huge,
We never had jacket off.
never, but it's a huge learning experience jacking it off at school.
It is.
Totally.
And the locker. What the hell is wrong with the locker? That's where
They
Okay,
took
wait.
them all out.
All right, now I know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the things that I kept in my locker. like, speaking of jacket off, your friend's dad,
Porn,
dad brought a little
I found a porn
variations.
tape.
Remember the
I found some
variations?
Playboys.
Remember the variations,
Oh
the
my
small
God,
ones?
variations.
That fit perfect in a jacket.
Ooh,
I mean, in a
la.
locker.
In a locker. All right. Break over.
Are there going to be lockers in your world?
There might be.
Yeah, are there
Might be.
lockers in this world? So, do these people work?
No, they just basically harvest the land and they have sex all the procreation is like, and lust is the main focus and interest in
Is there
this
rape?
world. No,
No meat.
no.
No hashtag me too.
There's no there's no negative, feelings at all that are exposed in this world
So-
because they don't know it.
Okay.
They don't
Okay.
know it, so they can't.
You need to
create.
stay away from Waco, Texas. There's a little area out there. Does this remind you of a cult?
Well, I was gonna ask.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have?
The Church of.
No. Are we?
well,
First off,
This
are
is
we,
really cool, though. We're all joking aside. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
No.
We're
not
gonna kick
yet.
him
You're
about
not
it.
supposed to give that away yet. But like, in a few years, are we gonna be watching TBS and all of a sudden a commercial is gonna come up that says "iNcelta
The
Netics"?
world of Lazarus. Yeah.
iNcelta Netics. Buy it now. It
Yeah.
can save you. And there's a
Yeah, you thought
volcano
about
on the
writing a
cover.
book?
Yeah.
And then after
I
5,
want to do something on this.
I would read a book if this was the description of like I want to listen to the song
in
now.
5 more years, that iNcelta Netics becomes a religion.
And I'm in. Can I get part of that Skrilla?
You can.
He
You
sets up
can.
home base somewhere in
I'll be
the
the-
You
panhandle
can
of
set
Florida.
up a sect here in the mid cities.
The
Is
iNcelta
it-
Temple of Watauga?
Is this where you're going with this? Is this all a build out to a religion?
No.
Be
Although,
awesome.
well, yeah, no, it sounds like it could be cool, but no. This,
I mean,
this,
I think
if
you
you want to
just-
make money in this world,
I
it's
think
through
you just
religion.
seeded
a
a-
wise man
so
said
so
that.
I
so
think you
this
just
is
seeded a cult.
so while this is the first song off my album, this is the precursor to what'll be my second album. So my second album, I want to be mainly about the Lazarets going back to Earth because they're forced to go
The
back
Lazarus even sounds like a religion.
to Earth.
Well, you're thinking of Lazarus in the Bible.
Yeah.
The guy that
And the
was a
Lazarus
dead.
pit in Batman.
Yeah, in the movie. Lazarus Effect or Lazarus something. I'm sounding retarded now.
You know
Let's move on.
So tomorrow's my birthday, right?
Oh, happy birthday, dude.
Nothing.
Not yet.
There would be no better birthday present than me seeding a cult.
I think we just did.
Who are your followers?
Not, it's your
this is
it's
you,
your
man.
cult. We just seeded your cult.
Yeah.
What's the cosmic calendar look like for comet passings?
Yeah, you got to pattern everything around that. And
Some
also
weird comet.
change the name from Earth on when you start the cult. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about your song, of course. That's
No,
your
no.
song. But when you start the cult, when people come back to Earth, it's not referred to as Earth. It's referred to as shithole.
The only thing I don't like
How
about
many times
this,
did you say that while peed?
but I do like
No,
about
Just
this.
once.
There's only one thing I don't like,
Okay.
but I do like. At the same time, it's kind of weird.
Okay.
It's the deal that everyone dies. There's no ages, but when you die, you just suddenly die.
Yeah.
What would be awesome is instead of suddenly dying, you like die in your sleep,
Okay.
or at the end of that day cycle when you hit the night cycle and go to bed, you die that night because
He's trying to tie this into Jonestown.
no, the reason
That's what's
being
going on
is,
here.
is they're asleep. But say you die suddenly.
We're not last podcast on the left. Let's don't do this.
Well, this is what I'm saying. You're with your wife and
Okay.
you're trying to work on the sink. You're trying to clear the drain, and you just suddenly die. Now she's stuck with trying to clear the drain. The same thing with her car. What
Yeah.
if you're underneath the car,
Or
working
driving.
on the car?
Is there? Oh wait, there is.
Well,
are
with
there
all
vehicles
due
now?
respect, what would happen in the world of Lazare is whenever someone dies, it becomes a big celebration. It's ceremonious. So, like once he's died working on the
Like,
sink,
is
they
it
start
instant?
partying. Yeah. Oh no. Because the moment of decay is
Yeah.
like is sacred. He's about to go back into the earth, so everyone's like really digging
You should
it.
start a treatment. Like write a treatment now
But
and
this
start
is the
sending it
thing.
out, man. This is a movie.
If you suddenly die, it could have bad effects on everything.
But there's no negative feelings. in
So
this.
I mean, like if you're working on something, someone.
I feel like
if
we're
you
sounding disrespectful to your song. man.
If you have no negative
I have,
feelings,
I have another
I
question.
do want some challenges on
Yeah,
Lazare.
you have to experience sadness
Okay.
I have a
to
question.
appreciate happiness.
True.
That's a good point.
Okay, so do you have a fascination in cosmic cults and stuff like the sneaker,
No,
the,
never
the
really.
Nike, nothing at all?
No, I don't find
David
myself to
Koresh
be
doesn't-
overly studious
Yeah?
as a creative artist. I've always been just I can make sounds with my fingers type guy.
Whoa. Hold on.
And I don't mean like, I mean like, other
Not
stuff.
like-
Playing the guitar. Yeah.
I make
So-
sounds.
But I felt like in the last year, I've had to be.
What
'cause-
about science fiction and stuff? Like this has to
Um,
be from you, this visual aspect of your art and your music and stuff has to be ingrained in you somewhere. Something had to jump out to you.
I think it might be in my DNA. I know my brother is a big artist, big sci-fi, big comic book. He's a
But you
phenomenal
weren't.
drawer. No, I've always been music.
Star Wars?
No.
Star
Oh.
Trek.
I'm really weird as far as like, have you seen this? I'm probably gonna say no to a
Mike
lot
Jeff.
of stuff.
Man, you're a walking conundrum.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy psychedelics?
In what
He's
form?
from Fort Worth. Of
Well,
course he does.
I mean, with in writing and becoming creative. Are they a
like
big fan of
taking
yours? Against it?
psychedelics?
Yes.
you know,
um,
LSD's making a comeback.
In a former life, yeah, I definitely
he,
experienced.
must have, he probably has a job and told people to listen to us.
Oh.
So,
No, I don't. I gave up my job to do this.
Yeah.
all the time.
oh yeah, you were a tech guy.
Yeah.
So, what are you hiding?
What am I hiding?
No. Yeah.
I mean,
in your former life, have you become have you become what do they call it?
experienced,
No, the baptism when you get baptized again. I'm a newborn.
born again.
Are you born,
Born
again?
again.
There it is, born again. That thing.
Am I born again?
Are you born again?
This has no religious ties at all. Is
No,
what you're saying?
No, this is just me wanting to go down the rabbit hole and not come back.
What other rabbit holes have you gone down?
Wait.
That are we
Doesn't psychedelics help you go down the rabbit hole? I mean, have
I'm
you
not.
seen
I'm not.
Alice in
I'm
Wonderland,
not saying
right?
there wasn't some external influence in some of the writings. I just, as
Yeah.
far as like modern day, psychedelics, mushrooms, acid.
You ever done
all that
DMT?
stuff. No.
You want to do some?
I got some in my shoe.
You know, Richard said he'd do it on the show,
I know.
and
I'd
the problem is
I'd do it on the show.
The problem is how the fuck do you score DMT? Like, isn't that from like South America?
Let me check the chat room here. Yeah, it's filling up with answers.
Ding ding ding.
You talking about the area we live in?
Yeah,
You can get all sorts of shit.
yeah, but real
This
deal
shithole.
DMT, like the stuff that puts you in another shithole for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I had 3 friends die on the dose
You
they
can't
got.
die on DMT. I don't think.
No, it was something else. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it's called cocaine and heroin. It's a speedball.
Yeah, those
No,
are
it was-
far
it
from
was-
Speedballs are
psychedelics.
bad.
I
By the
think it
way,
was
did they
listening
say
to
who?
MGMT.
Did they say what the girl from the Cranberries, how she passed away yet?
Not
Is
yet.
it too early?
No, I think it's
Cocaine.
when it's out.
Fentanyl.
Big
When-
loss.
I bet it's fentanyl.
When they
Fentanyl's
fig-
killing a lot of fuckers right now. That
when
Lil Bo Peep, he got killed by fentanyl.
Lil Peep.
Lil
Lil-
Peep,
I thought it was Lil Bo Peep.
No.
Is it really Lil Peep?
Lil Peep,
Dude, I've been calling that guy Little Bo Peep
and everybody's
for
looking at you like, what?
yeah. I was like, this fucked up that rapper, man.
I can't
Fucking
say the
died,
girl's
Lil Bo
name
Peep.
from the Cranberries. What's her name? Dolores
something.
So when they finally find out and get
It'll be heart failure.
the toxicology report, you think it'll be drug failure?
Well, you know the rock star thing. It's always just complications from heart failure.
Well, they got to get out there pretty quick because they don't want to let it linger.
Go on. There's some more.
That last sentence you said, I put it all together in my head. I was like, whoa.
There's more. Don't
You
stop.
just-
You don't want her to come back as a zombie?
he already said that
I did already say that.
under his breath.
Son of a bitch! The shithole podcast.
Oh, well. You did everything you could to make it work.
Okay, someone call Matt Thomas. Thomas, if you're in the chat room, throw some up, man. Throw some cranberries up, man.
So
She was cool though. Like, didn't she just have an interview with Joe Rogan a while back on his podcast?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Did she?
And she's a very interesting lady. Like,
I didn't have a problem with her.
no,
Her accent off stage is hard to
yeah,
understand.
she's Irish, right?
Yeah, no, she's dirty Irish. She's like
Whoa.
hardcore.
That's-
That's what they call them.
that's the official name.
CNN, World of Listery, Dirty Irish. Right there. We're good.
All right, they're gonna be on that planet.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
That's some of the.
Yeah, she's
She passed on.
She passed on.
Were you a big Cranberries? Don't.
Here's my question to you: how many mixtapes did one of their songs get on of yours that you sent to a girlfriend?
Speaking of,
We're not doing that bit. I already canceled it out. So we're not
We
doing
have
that.
a
We're not
winner of
gonna
a
do
bit
that. We're not gonna
after
do
the
a
break.
bit
We
that's
have a
not gonna be
huge
bit.
bit. This is going to be awesome. Huge.
I never put the Cranberries. Mine was always like like I lived in East
You
Texas
made
in
the
Long
worst
in Palestine,
mixtapes.
Texas.
They're supposed to lead to getting laid, and you play them like sweet songs, right? Although mine never did either.
No,
That doesn't
It's loaded up with some Al Green.
my
and some-
mixtapes never worked.
Mine didn't either.
Yeah,
I mean, you send a girl,
Yeah.
ministry, just one fix. She
I
doesn't.
jacked off more than anyone in this room during high school, probably. To the point where I started to think that jacking off was underrated and sex was overrated. No?
No,
No?
no.
Yeah, you're practicing for the big game, brother. You need to get your priorities
so
straight.
your advice is straight BS?
What?
Yeah.
What advice? I never told you to make a mixtape for someone.
No. You always tell me that jacking my hand is underrated, and women
Whoa!
are overrated.
You never have to yell at your hand no.
Whoa.
And you don't have to shoot your hand in the back when it's trying to walk away
Whoa.
or crawl away.
You don't have
Damn
to
it,
chase
fucked
your.
that up.
You don't have to chase your hand down the hall and tackle them and just take advantage of it.
You don't have to slip your hand to Mickey to get her to sleep with you.
Can we move on?
Please meta tag this show.
You don't
Hashtag
have
me too.
to wait in a hotel in
Let's-
Beverly Hills after a meal
Fuck
with
it.
your hand.
Let's go down in a blaze of glory.
And you don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time.
And you don't have to call me darling. Darling.
All right, so
God.
let's get back on track here.
Did you slip some of these edibles into our whiskey?
That one went crazy.
Darling?
Darling.
Darling? Doctor?
So we're back on the planet of Lazarus.
Lazare, yes,
We could have done a whole show on this song, man.
just-
I don't
Oh,
want to
you
move.
could.
I don't want to move on.
you could.
We have show
Well,
notes
we're about
and
to
stuff.
about to listen to it.
Yeah, let's listen to it because I got to pee.
Is there
Yeah.
anything else crazy about it? How'd you come
Yeah.
up with this? Like what was
Yeah,
going on?
so that's the crazy thing. So I was writing a funk tune, which is track 8 off of my CD, which is called Lazare, the Jeff Mount remix, who runs a studio here, Session Works in Hearst.
Yeah, and Hearst.
Um,
We'll get to that because I
y-
want to ask you about that joint.
Sure, yeah, awesome. But yeah, so track 8 minus some kind of fine tuning that was Jeff kind of putting his stamp on it. It was basically a fast funk tune, kind of Chili Peppers with like some B3 organ, some funk bass, and some kind of, sick guitar on it. And, I accidentally hit shift. I think it was in Spacebar in Pro Tools. If you guys use Pro Tools, if you've ever done that, what it does, and I did this by accident, it starts playing your tune back at half speed. So I did this a couple times, and are you a keyboard shortcut style guy whenever you use the DAW?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you just leave your finger down on that and then hit the space bar again, it starts looping it back at a half speed. Second time I did that, the first time I was frustrated. The second time I was kind of frustrated, and then I started listening to it, and it sounded so like wicked cool that I just completely abandoned the funk song, and I was like, I gotta write a song around this kind of trippy sounding tune. And I've got some stuff on my phone that I could, play of its original state and then show you how experimentally how it slows down to this. But I just got the idea that, you know what, I need to write a kind of an epic, kind of sci-fi style story and match what I just found with this experiment. So that I recorded the song over a couple weeks, and then about a month later, after recording another song, I was like, I need to write something that connects to it. So I wanted to kind of make it kind of a Pink Floyd, style, connecting style album. And if you listen to the album, a lot of songs like, connect and stuff through ambient sounds or whatnot. So the second song you'll hear at the end of this, you'll hear a bass sequencer just start going thud, 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 thud. It's actually the start of another song, which I'm gonna do on my second album, which I kind of want to do something thematic, something themed, kind of like I don't want to say like Tommy or something, but something that's about Lazares coming back to Earth and how they now start to experience feelings that are something out of this, positive utopian style life. And it's going to be a combination of the Lazares coming back to Earth. But anyways, you'll hear at the end how the song just kind of changes moods, and that's basically what it's about.
So shall we roll through it, Matt?
Yeah, it's a long song. It's 7 minutes and change.
Yeah. So we'll go PP now, and what you're gonna hear is Lazare
Lazare.
by iNcelta out of what would we say? You're the Trent Reznor of where?
Fort Worth.
You're taking all of Fort Worth?
Burleson and
Dang it! All right. Anyway,
North Richland
we,
Hills.
we could take Burleson since he's got the mid cities.
there you go. All right, here we go.
Otaga, so.
I gotta go pee. Yeah, I'll play it. I'll have it lead into that. Wow. Jesus. Oh, so now it's break time. You can do what you want. I drag in the song. We don't listen to it live.
That's fine.
And I build it out. I cheat. What we'll do is we'll build it. So, you need what?
Some multi-molecular molecules for his belly.
I was about to go get some more spaghetti.
So
I mean, for me.
So are you related to one of these guys, or just buddies with
That
them?
one.
Is he your pops, or is he your brother? Kind of, sort of pops. Step pops. Okay.
Got a bunch of things hitting me up in here. I thought y'all had to pee.
You're a nation.
In here? Oh.
Something without LSD.
All right, let's see what we get. We build it out. We'll
So
come
we're
back.
not live now? Is that right?
Well, YouTube and Mixler is, but
Oh, okay.
what's going to go out as the final product is not.
Okay.
So it doesn't play. Like, we come back on the tail end of it, and we continue.
So I can't
That's
drop
awesome.
a hard R right now.
No, because YouTube and Mixler will still pick it up.
Damn.
Oh, what happened to Becky? I was going to talk to her. She disappeared.
Have we had a lot of participation?
Yeah, there's quite a bit. Catfish Daddy over here has all sorts of questions.
I wonder who Catfish Daddy is. Have they announced themselves?
Not yet.
What is
Do you think
Catfish Daddy?
He thinks that he heard you in Coast to Coast with Art Belly.
That
Yeah,
must
Art Bell.
be
What?
I can't
Steve.
read.
Coast to Coast with Art Bell. Yes,
That's
I
the
did.
clue.
You know what? I did listen to some Art Bell there for a while. Do you guys have a lot of experience with Art Bell?
Yeah. I
Oh,
do.
dude, I used to love listening to him, man. He was greatness.
Uh-oh.
You look like that cookie's kicking in, Dustin.
The cookie has kicked in. Oh,
It looks like it.
she is in here. Hi, Becky. I'm coming out in 2 weeks. What are we going to do? I'm
She's
talking to
gonna
Becky.
Bang Rebecca.
Huh?
What?
She's already pregnant.
And?
Oh, that means nothing can happen.
Exactly.
Wow, you're a genius.
I am.
God, 15-year-old and all. Knows everything about banging.
I know everything about the vagina.
He does. Oh, ho 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 ho. I can look at
But
my
really, I
calendar.
need food.
Well,
Can I borrow one of your cookies?
Yeah, mine are a little.
One of those cookies?
Mine
I
are a
don't have
little
any cookies.
chilly too.
you need to move this a little closer.
Oh, that's probably fine.
Being out here, because my body's fine.
Your butt.
It's just your toes and feet.
I didn't realize there was a big old vib.
My back is sweaty. There's also
All right.
one on the food.
We are. I am coming out.
Oh, that is awesome. You guys have lots of cool art.
I guess I am getting stopped up. 26th through the 28th. 26.
I like Holly more. You should put Holly back on.
26.
Yeah, so we'll have to hook up while we're down there. If it's not just getting some drinks, then maybe go if you come upon any after parties or anything, let me know about it. And there's also some kind of fringe benefits to going where we're going to.
There's a Ducks game on the 25th, and I'm gonna try to swing getting in there since I can just walk in.
Really?
Supposedly, I'll put that to test.
Are you getting a media pass? Where are you going?
Yeah, what I do, I have media passes and access.
Oh.
So, yeah, I may do. We're supposed to land like at 2 on Friday. On Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we may do that night. I don't know. It all depends.
Huh.
I want to go see Converge.
You lucky bastard.
I want to go see them.
I'm not familiar.
Brooks' other band, aren't they Driven Below? What's the name of theirs?
There's a show coming up with
Driven
them.
Below?
No.
I'm looking at this Kill for Mother Hell's Half Acre Driven Below.
I don't think so. All right, so let's come back to the bit, and then you have that you want to give out.
I do. I want to gift.
Okay, and then we have to get into some rants.
Dustin. Does Emilio Esteban still coach the Ducks?
I have no idea. Emilio Estevez.
I don't know how to speak.
Yeah.
Shit.
He was thinking of Gloria Estefan. So
That had to have been. Holy crap, that was great. Have you never seen the movie Mighty Ducks?
No.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. All right, here we come. Ready? And we play. And we're back. God, that clicking was crazy.
yeah, it was
Damn
record
that.
noise.
Jeez. Holy crap. All right, so now that we're back from break, we have a bit we want to do, and this was a last-minute bit thrown in the show, so this may be genius, or
What are we
it
doing?
may kind of suck.
Oh, are we talking about the what's in the bag?
What's in the bag? But the question is,
This is not what's in the bag.
so Ulrich
What's in the CD case?
found a
'Cause we are going to do that.
CD wallet that is all Matt's old music.
No.
And so, do we want to drag this out and do like a page at a time?
That's a lot of pages.
Is it? We do like a page or two at a time, and then we come back and we make this a weekly bit for the rest of the year, and we talk about each album that you come across.
Okay. You want to do try to find the grandest page.
So So you're looking at the front page right now.
Yes.
Do that side.
So does that mean 8 or 4?
Do 8?
Now I get to give a disclaimer about this.
No.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
straight
yeah.
bullshit.
I used to work at a radio
Yeah.
station broadcast center.
Just think about that the whole time. We need
And-
an intro for
and-
this bit too.
And listen,
Any of our listeners
there
wanna
was a
send an intro?
lot of free music that was given to me.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these albums and CDs and what have you
I already see some
The
of
ones with Memorex on them.
have
the ones that you wrote on there. My favorite band this year.
those were my mixtapes.
They were.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we need it. If this is going to be a weekly bit, we need to have an intro sent to us. And by
Well,
one
it
of our
can't last
listeners
that. I mean, can't be that long. There's not that much crap in there, is
so
there?
if he does 8, those
He's
first
already
page
doing
8.
he some of those CDs are so douchey and they don't have titles on it, and I'm so glad.
And if the first 8 kind of suck, we're kind of like, yeah, whatever. We'll do another 8. So that's what we'll do week to week.
Oh, we're gonna get to some gold, is
yeah,
what you're saying.
we're gonna get some gold. All right, so this first page, Ulrich,
This
you
sucks.
opened up Matt's CD book. I'll bring mine in.
You
And,
probably have
go
all
for
these,
it.
actually.
I probably do. All right, go for it. What do we got?
The first one is Maca.
Shithole.
God damn it! Hold on. Hold the stories.
That's Machiavelli. That's not
Machiavelli.
shit. That's
What is
awesome.
First page.
What's Machiavelli?
That's Tupac, his last album.
Oh, I never knew it was called Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Did you
Actually,
know
I don't think that was his actual last album that he recorded, because I think they put a Tupac out after Machiavelli.
Yeah, they always find
But Machiavelli was the album
other
where he
tracks of rappers.
totally was going on about afterlife and all that shit. So, yeah, Which
Ooh,
have you watched
question.
what?
That new software that's coming out where they can, if they listen to so much time of your audio, they can then create full speech patterns based on
Which is
your
scary.
inflections and everything. It's like Photoshop for voice. Could they do that with Tupac and
Yes.
then make more albums?
Yes, for sure.
But his flow was all over the place on the way he went up and he went down.
Yeah,
and
he was
went
very
loud and he went
projected.
raw.
He was one of the Yale rappers. That's why I loved him.
Yeah.
He'd get on a roll and just be spitting lyrics angrily. So that's not a that's fine. I'm okay with exposing that to the
But could they do that
To,
with
Jerry
any
Jones.
singer?
Huh?
Could they do that with any singer?
like Elvis. Like, hey, I was gonna go. I was gonna get
you
a
got a million of people
pizza.
that can do that.
Ordering pizza from Papa John's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could they?
I
Huh.
don't know.
All right. Anyway, what's next?
Next is the mean motor scooters.
What? That's in there?
Why is
Yeah.
that in there?
We got some mean motor scooters.
That band.
Oh, what album is? Which one is that? That's their first one, isn't it? Let's see. What's it say? Can't see it.
Mean motor scooters.
What's the?
That's
oh,
all it says.
that's all
yeah.
it says.
That is their first one.
Yeah. Yeah. See, this is backfiring on you guys.
Huh. All right. What do we?
Y'all are gonna
what
get
do we
me
got?
laid.
What do we got down here?
This one's Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
What album?
It doesn't say.
The,
it.
the Memorex
It's
one.
written in Memorex.
Yeah, that was a mix.
A Sabbath mix.
I
Okay.
had a girlfriend that gave me that.
And then we got some corn.
Untouchables.
No.
Untouchables.
corn.
Untouchables. Right
now is
there.
this sweet kernel corn?
Seth put that in. I mean,
Actually, I'll go
that was
out,
the last good corn
Hold on,
album,
hold on.
though. Was Untouchables.
and
That
I'll
was the
throw
last
something
good
out
one.
there. At the time
I'll
when
listen
that was built, when they produced that album,
Yeah.
it sounded so ridiculously big.
Yeah, it was huge. It was
Huge,
the guitars were
like,
stacked like
way crazy.
750 times.
That changed. That
Yeah.
album right there changed.
Did you guys
recording
ever see
process.
them live?
yes.
Yeah.
I did.
I never.
I
I've
mean,
got an uncle and a
About
cousin.
43 times.
I've got an uncle and a
Corn,
cousin who
corn.
were big into them, so they were awesome live.
All right. What else you got?
I'd be careful in the awesome part,
This one's
especially towards the end.
Offspring.
Yeah.
Look up their
Which
video in
I'm
the
okay with.
cornfield.
Hold on. Offspring.
Yeah, I like Offspring, so I'm not gonna shit on
They did a
that
big
one.
video production out in the. What was it?
Is it Smash?
Offspring? No, that's the one with.
Yeah, Smash.
That's the one with. Dun, 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 dun. No, not dun.
Their corrosion conformity. You just
No.
confused
No, it
corrosion
wasn't-
conformity
It wasn't
with
corrosion.
Offspring.
It was the one with the.
I see the world through bloodshot eyes.
It was
Black
the
on
one.
black gives you a heart attack.
No, it was the one that had not corrosion, not dun 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 dun. It was dun 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 dun. Gotta keep them separated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Smash.
Dun, dun,
Smash
yeah.
was
Yeah.
was
And it had
decent.
the digga digga did digga 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 doo.
Yeah, that one.
Do-
And then
do-
they
do-
had the
do-
one
do-
that started with his
Do-
just his
digga digga doo.
vocals,
See, it's kind of like dun dun digga dun dun digga dun.
like
Yeah.
2 or 3 lines of just his vocals.
No,
and
that's
then he got angry.
No,
yeah,
that's
no, that
that's
was,
the
The car driving one.
yeah, that
that's-
one.
No,
yeah,
it's not
that's
on there, is it?
Smash. Yes,
I
it's
don't
on
think
Smash.
so.
Yeah.
It's on Smash.
It
Oh,
was
the
in
one
between-
about road rage and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay,
Yeah, that one.
because there's also one where he starts singing with by himself.
Bad habit. Bad habit.
Yeah.
Well, there's also another one that they did where he's singing really happy in the beginning of the song, and it sounds like Smash Mouth almost, and they're riding around. I
Oh
think.
no, that's a different one. I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. That came out later.
Isn't Offspring the band that had like the singer met the guitarist at school, and the guitarist was a janitor or something?
They all went to Harvard, I thought. They were.
No, I thought that was
Were-
Weezer.
Yeah, that's
No.
Weezer. Are they
They
too?
did too.
Yeah.
They.
They all went to school.
Oh, I thought they were. I thought the guitarist met the. Maybe it's just shtick that they put out there.
What's his name? His name is Dexter Holland.
I'm not big on Offspring, man. Not to
You've
where I
got
know
their
names.
album.
Okay, I worked at a place where they gave, like, I worked at CD Warehouse. Okay,
Okay.
all right. What's the next one?
What's the next one?
This one I ain't even mad about. Call the Mastodon.
Yeah, see, bro.
What is it?
See,
Call
bro?
the Mastodon.
What's the blue one?
That's called the Mastodon,
Yeah.
bro.
This one I don't know.
Oh,
what it
mine's
is.
not blue.
Broski
Let me
Doski.
see.
Oh, that's Deftones.
That is Deftones.
Oh.
That is around the, not around the one after that with the bird. On
That's
it.
the one that the skull
Diamonds.
and the black diamond sky or something.
Hex,
Or?
Hex
Yeah.
something.
Hexagram.
Hexagram.
Yeah, those are 2 different albums. That one was Hexagram.
All right, what we got here?
The-
Are
I'm
we
interested.
going on?
No, yeah, go ahead. There's
Yeah,
some
yeah,
gold.
let's-
You haven't got
let's-
to any gold yet.
We'll do 2 pages 16.
We'll get to some gold here, I bet.
Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
Wayne,
Nothing-
I like
Wayne
guitar.
Tang,
I
Sweet
like
Poo
guitar.
Tang.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a racist animal killer that loves
scratch fever.
Trump.
We got some Incubus.
Which
There's
Incubus?
nothing wrong with Incubus.
Is there not?
Oh.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. This one
Is that the one with?
It's more
I think it. No. That's the one before. I don't like that album. Why are you ragging on that? Yeah. Alex made fun of me because I
Terrible.
played that song
Science
twice the other
is
night.
Good. Science is good.
I saw
like
Alex
Science.
bitching about the music, and he's like, "Oh, didn't play this. Played this one
Yeah,
already."
I
He's
like
talking
you
about
trying to-
Incubus.
And I was waiting for an HK song, and I was gonna go, "Oh my god!"
Did you hear me play it?
Ocean.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah,
He
played
played
Ocean.
Ocean.
That's right. Okay.
This one's
Just to watch him cringe.
Harry
It made me
Stubbs.
cringe.
Who's
Oh, that's
Harry?
my uncle.
Oh.
Yeah,
Alive
good
and
stuff. Kicking.
Alive and
Who
for.
gives a shit
I don't
about
know.
that shithole?
That's boring.
it's another mixtape. There you go.
Some
There you go.
some Soulfly.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong. That's the one with Corey Taylor. I don't know. You a goddamn fool. Whatever he says. All right, keep going.
Terrible.
Let's get to some
That
gold.
was- that was
Oh, this one's
terrible.
unmarked.
That's not a terrible album.
Soulfly.
That was, you rode around Denton skateboarding listening to that with
The
the
first
windows
one.
down.
Not that one.
That one was just as good as the first one.
This one's unmarked.
Oh.
You gotta spell out what one of these says
I'll
on
be
it.
loving you.
Look at the Memorex one.
This one's a
Forever.
Memorex one that says old school rap with a K.
Old school rap with the K.
You were so cool, man.
So when we talk about old
Memorex.
school,
Old school rap with a K. That must be Kid Rock. Man, you're not digging in the right part of that thing. Here,
oh, I'm sorry.
would it be a
Back
spoiler?
to Dexter Holland, he went to USC,
Oh, okay.
but he got all the music degrees, and he's got a degree in molecular biology.
Impressive.
Just look at the ones you can read. You don't have to dig through the ones you can't.
What's that blue one?
Cypress Hill.
Ain't nothing
That's a
wrong with
good one.
Cypress
What's the
Hill.
black one?
Nirvana.
Which Nirvana?
Which Cypress Hill?
That's that remastered
Oh, okay.
with had like 20 songs on it. They put out in aughts.
Got some Ozfest.
That's a. Let me see that sampler.
No,
Let me see that sampler.
no.
Was
This
that
doesn't
Mark?
mean
No,
anything.
the
The
Ozfest.
sampler doesn't mean
Was
anything.
that preparation for
okay,
the show?
disclaimer.
It has Papa Roach.
You guys ever do that?
This does not represent any of the music that's in my
I'm
CD
just saying what
case.
year it was. 2001. This was a good year. I was here.
Yeah, we
got
talked
to see,
about this
We got to see
before.
Mudvayne and Disturbed. Such greatness.
Got some Papa Roach
some
on there.
Black, Zach Wild, Black Label Society, Linkin
Nice.
Park,
Uh-huh.
Papa Roach, which the lead singer almost killed Seth.
Pieces.
That's a story for another time.
Hey, he's
Slipknot,
Mushmouth.
Marilyn Manson, and Black Sabbath. That was
Yeah,
a good show. I remember
That was the
show.
one that Black Sabbath got
won't hate
together
on
for the
this.
first time in like 20 years, wasn't it?
Until you get over to this other side
Uh-oh.
where you have Drowning Pool.
That was when they were big. They just got in their deal with Wind Up.
Then you have your favorite,
Here we go.
the Union Underground.
Wait, that sounds like Beach Boys.
Wait a second. Someone the other day told me they used to play that song all the time.
You did.
No, like they play guitar.
Soak. That's who they sound like from San Antonio. Is Soak, right? Or was it Austin?
All right. What else?
Yeah, keep going.
Some 41.
Oh, here we go. That's pretty bad.
Some 41s. Is that the one with?
It's half-hour power.
There's some metal on that damn thing, though.
Yeah,
That was
they
a
did-
real riffy. That was a real
they did
riffy
some
album.
Cool riffy punk rock stuff
Yeah.
on there.
Guns N' Roses.
Which way? Wait.
You know what that is.
Appetite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honky.
We good. We good. Just
Nice.
making sure there's no spaghetti incident rolling around in there.
Sugar Cult.
What? No, that was.
What? Sugar
Another
Cold, huh?
Ozfest.
Uh-oh. Which Ozfest is this?
2001.
Oh, same one?
Yeah.
Oh. Why do you have two? You needed two? One for each hand?
Yeah.
Like you had a 2-disc CDs changer in your car? You're like,
Yeah.
I got to fill up both discs.
Got the Feds.
The Feds.
Feds, that works.
Audio Slave.
Nice.
Which Audio Slave? The first one or second one?
It's the first one.
I don't know.
What
the
does it
first
say
one.
the songs?
The
Yeah, it's
first
the first
song
one.
is Cochise or some shit.
Cochise, and
Yeah,
that's the
Cochise.
first album. Yes.
Wait, this one? Can't read it.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, some Limp Biscuit.
All right. Now we're getting to gold.
Man, y'all planted that. I didn't listen to Limp Bizkit. There you go.
Why is Limp Bizkit right next to Queens of the Stone Age, Songs for the Deaf? Let's stop right there. We'll stop right there.
Stop right here.
Yeah. Why do you have Limp
Oh,
Bizkit?
look what's on the
right
next
Oh
page.
yeah, the Colt. I saw that one.
Yeah. That was a good man. So far, there's been no shit except maybe Sugar Cult. I don't
Limp
have any
Bizkit?
idea who they are. Man,
No, we're gonna get to gold. You know it's coming.
yeah, dude.
You're trying to shoot this down.
Yeah, let's get that out of here. We're
We should
done
have
here.
started at the back because you know there's really embarrassing stuff at the back.
There's some
Wait,
stuff.
is there embarrassing on that page?
Got the Colt. Tough Gone.
Wait. Which Colt? Which Colt album?
That's
Ceremony.
Bob Marley, sir.
I know. I read it wrong. Ceremony.
Okay.
And
Uh-oh.
then
Uh-oh.
311 from Chaos.
That's I don't care. Like 311 had a good album.
That's not.
That's like
not it. though.
sixth down.
Yeah.
That's the Phantom Menace of 311 albums. All right. We'll stop right there. So we'll start at that bright pink one. All right. So I know we're getting to gold.
Yeah, that was the tip of the iceberg.
That was. All right. So now, sir, you had brought something
I did
in a giant Santa bag.
I did. So this one, I'm going to start with the kind of thank you gift, and then I'm going to give you guys something that is going to be
Shut the
very
fuck up.
exciting. Very
Matt.
exciting for you.
This is Matt. This is where we die.
Please don't pull out a gun, man.
Should I give
Dustin acts like he's a gun activist and stuff, but I get nervous when. Okay. Let's see here. Are we going to jail?
So this one is because no one
Oh, yes.
buys music anymore.
Oh.
Speaking of CDs,
Yes.
So I'm just giving it.
thank you, man.
Oh, we
Music
have an
Time
album.
Capsule. This is the album that we can listen to
This is the album.
and pontificate
Yes.
on Lazary.
This one is
Please don't kill us now before we can listen to this.
What we got here, man?
large gift.
Uh-oh.
Santa.
It's not the corpse of a lizard, is it? Or a sheep?
Do you always carry
Santa packs.
a Santa? Yeah.
Did
A
you have this
Santa
made
bag?
for yourself?
Well, we do Santa.
Is this what you put your merch in?
So
Do you place it?
this one is
Dear.
a very
That looks
special-
like a pinata.
Whoa! A very special piece
Oh, it
of
looks like
art
balls.
that
Looks
I
like a
got
dick.
from someone.
Who did you get
And
that
I've given-
from?
Since you guys talk about this stuff
That looks
so
like a
much,
dick.
I thought that
Is that a
you could
penis?
either use it as a pinata or just stand it up. I don't know who to give
Let me
it
see
to.
this thing,
Yeah.
man.
Now, be careful.
It's got some
This
weight
is
to it.
awesome.
So the story behind this.
Grab it.
and-
Grab a mic. Grab a
yeah.
mic so we can hear it.
So the
I like the
story.
jizz's yarn.
The story behind this is, from what I'm told, is this thing was kind of a pinata, if you will, and the whole the whole gag out of this.
This is why I love our show.
Was that there was something inside of it, but you had to perform a vasectomy on it to be able to get to the goods in it. So
It looks like it's already had one done,
Yes.
been reversed,
Yes,
and then
so-
put
so
back together.
I did a little bit of surgery. I'm not a professional, and decided to just stitch it back up and
Is that
gift it.
so? Let's talk about the head real quick. Is that like?
I didn't know
is that a
that.
Pollock wiener? It's circumcised, right?
Hey, you know what it is, don't you? It's a Shriner. If you look at it, it's a penis with a Shriner hat on it.
It's a Shriner penis.
Do you have a donation?
You got a little car for it outside.
It's a little
We can
car.
put it in.
If you're not watching this on YouTube, you can't see it.
Dude,
but-
we've got to. If
on
anyone knows like of a small go kart or something that's like a remote or something, we could put that in. We could enter that in a parade.
Hey,
What's
the
the,
coffin
the-
race
the
up in
ga-
Denton? The coffin race, it'll be the Who.
Yeah,
ornament.
yeah, or the for sure.
Can you imagine flying down Oak Street with the little spermy hairs blowing in the wind?
Man, fuck that. Let's put that on I-20. Just how many wrecks would we cause?
Why don't we just?
honey?
Can we
I think-
strap it to your car tonight and you drive home with it? See what people say
Yeah.
on Roof Snow.
Yeah, I get pulled over by the NRH police, and I've got a
What's
15-year-old
that?
kid in passenger
I
side.
have a dummy set up wearing like a,
just say-
a suit jacket.
sorry, officer, that's the Shriners decoration that we've been working on all night.
We just thought we'd put it on the car. It's our Shriners decoration.
We ought to stop by the
'Cause we
bar
support the
and put it on
Shriners.
Aaron's.
We
If he's up,
should.
well, I don't know if he's up there, but
So it's going to take
This
up a
is
lot of
amazing.
space.
That's awesome,
No,
man.
this
Thank
is
you.
great. You know where we're going to put
Cody,
it, right?
that's one of the best gifts we've gotten.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
This is awesome. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to set it right above.
I like how
Ulrich.
when we said, "So did you bring us edibles?" You're like, "Well, I guess you." I mean, kind of.
You could possibly
You take
eat
it
it
literally.
if you wanted to.
What we ought to do is this.
That is awesome. I think was that like.
Now
Was
that
that
I've
from-
brought in
like-
shame to the whole family.
I want to know where the base of this thing. Like, it looks like something from Paw Patrol, like a bone or something.
It does. It looks like a
But it's been converted to a Pollock penis. I can still say Pollock, right?
Yeah, you
Or is
can
that-
say Pollock.
Okay, cool.
I
Because I have
think-
Polish friends and stuff, so
I think it's okay.
yeah.
Thought
Okay,
you were
cool.
part Polish. I pulled your audio out on accident.
Well, thanks for the CD, man.
Yeah.
This is awesome, and from what we've heard, it's really good music too. We're
Cool.
gonna.
I was going to ask you about this cover.
Okay,
Yeah.
we've reached altitude, 17,000 feet. We're gonna be hitting.
Did you
some-
design this?
No. So my cousin's boyfriend, he's an art guy. His name's Ryan Garcia, and I basically took to him a sketch that was one of the worst sketches. You could probably find it on my Facebook somewhere. It's one of the worst sketches you'll ever see. That's just basically like a stick figure.
Why'd
with
you
like,
post it then?
Well, because I wanted people to see how talented he is and see what he was working with. So I did like a whole little art series on my on my Facebook on how it's evolved from, just like a bunch of trees to what it is right there. And he took it, ran with it. I was really, really happy. It looks really psychedelic, professional, and I was pretty pleased with it. And I've got another version that I'm going to be selling. It's got like an 8-page booklet. It's got like all the lyrics and some pics of me and some art stuff. I'm a big fan of like smoke and light and different stuff like that. So kind of integrated that into some of the artwork. And then you can see on the back, so the concept for the album, or at least on the art, is the very front of it is, kind of the picture of Lazarus, and then the back of it is if you took that vantage point and turned it around from the gravestones, then that's what you would see whenever you're looking down. So it's kind of a 3-dimensional thing that's once you flip it open, you can see from the other view. So
Oh man.
Can't take this dude anywhere.
Well, dude, thanks.
Yeah,
thing's
I
awesome.
appreciate it. That's
Can't wait to
awesome.
listen to the whole thing. From
Yeah.
what I've heard, it's
May-
really good stuff.
maybe we can replace Memorex Black Sabbath with it. I don't
You know what?
Maybe.
I like you, man. I think we might. We might.
Black Sabbath
we'll-
is a
we'll-
great band though.
We'll put that to
Hey,
consideration.
that book stays in here
Okay.
under lock and key, and I'm going to have the law firm of Condos and Condos come and verify that the key and the lock
Condos
match.
and condos.
Well, yeah, I thought Mimi Coffee was the official sponsor.
If we're drunk.
I like condos and condos. I haven't heard that. Are they?
Years. I
Is
don't know
that-
if they're still
let's
in
Google that.
practice.
That was a
Condos and Condos.
DFW thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Condos and condos.
Condos and Condos.
You stayed home from school a lot, didn't you? Do the ese.
They said that every night
I don't got
right
that one.
before the 10 p.m. news started.
How was it? CON? It was CONDUS, wasn't it? Condos.
No, I thought it was
Was it K?
KODOS.
KONDUS.
DOS.
And
Condos and Condos. I thought that's how they
I don't think so, man. Unless they just
law firm.
maybe they are in.
They probably got disbarred for touchy feely.
Well, that's a mean thing to infer on a couple of dudes that we don't know.
It seems to be the thing these days.
True.
Like if you're in our line of work, you can be touchy feely.
Hashtag me too. By the way-
if you're a Condos and Condos law firm, you can't be touchy feely.
Well, sure you can. You're a lawyer. You can get out of those things.
You'll be disbarred.
Well, it depends on how good of a lawyer you are, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
But it's
Condos and Condos, Dallas. Yes, they are local attorneys.
Fighting for you.
Man, that's a blast from the past. North Central Expressway, Richardson, Texas. Closed now.
So I had a question.
Yeah.
Is it racist?
Man,
This
probably
isn't a good
Yeah,
start.
that's you're starting off with on
No.
the wrong foot here.
I think we're all gonna side on the same
It's
side.
like,
on
am I an
this.
asshole here if I think? Usually, what comes after that
If
is
you're a red,
He's
or
an
you're
asshole.
a redneck,
Yeah. Okay, let's hear this. Now I'm interested.
is it racist?
Say shithole.
God damn it! I thought I was done counting.
No,
Speaking of-
no, you're nowhere near.
Update.
We're
We
about
haven't
to
even got
hit
to
the
the segment yet.
We're getting to the gold mine
We are
here.
at 50 shitholders.
Shit.
You got to count that
You're
shithole.
51.
And that one,
52
too.
shitholders.
That's another
There's
shithole you
three.
got to count.
53 shitholders.
Okay, you got another shithole.
Wait, stop the loop. So
That's what we should have done. Is started the show with our acid loop
oh
and
my
just done.
God.
That's what I was saying.
Shithole.
60.
All right, so is it racist that MLK Day isn't fully observed by everyone? Like the banks and the mail doesn't come, right?
But the trash still delivers.
The
or
trash
picks up.
they still come and pick up your trash. All utility companies still
That'd
have to
be
go
a
to work.
That'd be crazy if they delivered trash.
The only like municipal thing that I know that's off is schools.
Yeah, and it used to be an
So-
in-service day, and now I think they've kiboshed that too.
At my company, instead of giving you this
Your company.
day, they give you a floating holiday
Well,
that you can use whenever you want.
See, that's kind of disrespectful.
I think it is too.
How's President's Day handled? I know the banks are.
What
closed
about
for that.
Columbus
We
Day?
don't get them.
You don't get Columbus
We
Day
don't
off,
get
do you?
President's Day or Columbus Day.
Okay.
But MLK, they do as a floating holiday option. So that still leaves it open to your boss to be
There's three.
like, you better come in.
Well,
There's
right?
two floating ones.
to answer this question, I think you have to take it comparatively. So I think what else is like MLK Day? And
Easter.
And I know the meaning of
Oh.
MLK was
No, Easter can be considered fictional fantasy, where
These are the-
MLK actually did something for our country.
Okay.
Country.
Uh,
Our shithole.
so the ones they looked at, because we get a total of 4 days. One of them is unpaid
The floating holidays you're talking about.
of these floating
All right.
style days, and it's
Yeah, let's hear what they
also
are.
So
called
where
a
would you find a
excused
floater?
work unpaid.
Okay, go ahead. Go through them.
So we get MLK,
Yes.
Good Sunday, or sorry,
Friday.
Good Friday.
Gotcha.
Before, because a lot of people have that. Memorial Day, Labor Day.
Those are floating? Memorial Day and
Oh no,
and,
we do.
and,
no,
and, Labor
That
Day?
ain't it. That ain't it. What's the other one? I'm sorry. I lie. Oh, I think it's a Hanukkah one of the days during, I guess,
Festivus?
the last day of Hanukkah.
Yeah.
It's those three. We get Memorial and
Wait,
Labor Day.
Okay, you do. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was
we
about
get
to
those
say,
regular.
yeah, no, I don't. I think MLK's day is getting screwed over, man. Especially,
I think they're getting screwed over by everybody.
like,
like,
yeah, but you got to
the
your
trash
company
men
was
should
yours was based in the South, man. Southern Bell, ring a bell?
Southwestern Bell, yes.
Or yeah, Southwest. My bad. But yeah, I think Martin Luther King Day is important to this country.
I think it is too, and it's getting shafted because people kind of half-ass see it as a holiday. There's no sports.
You know what drives me
There's
nuts?
no college championship. There's no
I'm a pretty
major sporting event.
I'm a pretty haha funny type person. Like you can bounce off any kind of opinion or joke you want to on me, and I'll just politely ha. What drives me the most nuts about this holiday is when you hear people say, huh, Martin Luther King Day, or
Whoa!
or they go,
Yeah.
or they
No,
no,
no.
I hear it. I've
No,
heard this.
I
I've heard
heard
this
it.
1,000
I've
times.
never
I
heard
heard
Or-
it at least 3 or
or-
4 times
Or
yesterday.
Black Day, or
No,
they'll drop the hard R.
That's
the
what my
first
and
ex-father
I'm like,
used to
dude,
do.
shut the fuck up, man.
Okay, so I'm in
Like-
East Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm over off of 287 and Vaughn Berry area. The neighborhood's right over there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A predominantly Hispanic and black neighborhood.
Uh-huh. Martin Luther King was not Hispanic. I want you to know
There's
that.
2 guys on the street, 2 houses that are white, and the guy comes walking up to me.
Is this yesterday?
Yesterday morning?
Okay. Oh,
And he
dear
walks
God.
up.
Did he have a Making America or Make America Great Again?
Look, he
hat?
had overalls on
Oh,
that were
God.
dirty as shit. A white shirt that was dirty as shit.
Yeah.
His hair was
So
all
this
over the
wasn't a
place.
poser.
He had a full.
This was a real
on
deal.
He had a full-on
Gotcha.
farmer trucker hat, and his eyes looked two different directions. I kid you not. I didn't know which one to stare at. You know, when a guy's looking at you and then he has
Yeah.
another eye that points completely to the left.
Yeah, not David Bowie and
No.
Mr. Fister
Like-
that's about to pitch for the Texas
Does he own
Rangers,
a
by the way.
teeth brush or a toothbrush?
He had teeth, but his eyeballs were just out of
Texas
whack,
Birds.
and you're always uncomfortable. You're like, which one do I look like? Which one do I look at? And then
Texas
you know when they
Birds.
look at you, you have to keep looking at the same eye the entire time, even if it's the wrong one, because if they see you switching real quick,
I had
probably
relations with a
pisses them
girl that
off.
was like that. And it was so fucking crazy. Because I'm like, I'm so scared, baby. And then she'd be like looking over here and I'm like,
you change eyes.
fuck. The hell? What's going Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so scared. And she was a Hoover vacuum cleaner. Like all my like
Like all your friends
I
found
hope,
out.
yeah, I hope,
That's the road.
I hope she doesn't listen to our show because, and I hope my friends don't listen to the show because they'll know exactly what I'm talking about, man. But she did that. She would be sitting there trying to have a conversation with you, and every time, what the? What's going on over here, man?
You'd spin completely around.
Are you talking to me? Who are you talking to?
Who else is in the room with
What
us?
are you talking? Are you seeing some shit? And then you'd have to remember, okay, you're being an asshole.
Look at me
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
with both eyes.
This is a good date.
And you try to slap the other one straight.
This is a good date. I don't want to see no hashtag Me Too shit about this. Look at me.
You hear me?
God damn it. It's like when your parents yell at you when you're not looking at you're being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was being disrespectful to me.
You look at me, young man. I heard that a lot.
All right, continue your story. I'm sorry I derailed it.
I don't even
Good
know
old-
where I was going.
With Hoover
You had this
With Hoover.
redneck who may have had teeth, may have not.
Yeah.
over by stop 6.
He was looking two different directions when he talked to me. And
You talking to me, sir?
he's a good wingman because he could keep an eye on your 12 and your 6.
It's like a fucking fisheye lens. You take it.
All these camera companies are chasing the 360 dream, and this guy lives it every
He lives
day.
it. He's living it, man.
Like an owl.
That bro's hardcore. Yeah, he's like an owl, except he doesn't move his neck. He just sits there like this.
Oh my god, the cookies are kicked in now.
That's why you gotta stop eating edibles before we do our show.
Oh my god.
At least space them out. Take them when you first get home from work. Don't do it an hour before our show.
California's gonna be fun. All right. So anyway, he
Back
looks
to
at
Martin
me
Luther King
and
Day.
he's all saying, you know, I'm up so early and blah 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 blah. And he just comes up to me and starts talking to me because I'm on the edge of his property, and he's like, I guess looks at me and goes, "This guy wants to have a full conversation with me." So he
Fun.
walks over there and he starts talking, and it's cold out here, and you know, I've been up since 4:30 because of blah blah blah, and then I got to get to work, and I was like, "Oh man, you're working today with a holiday and everything?" He goes, "What holiday? You talking about N Day?"
Yeah.
Loud. In hard R.
Yeah.
Day.
I hate that. I hate that when people think, "Oh, he's white. I can make a racial joke right in front of him."
Yeah, I
And
can
you're-
drop it.
It's a fucking showstopper. Every time I hear one, I'm like, okay.
When my neighbor across the street, when I get into conversations with him,
He's
and
always dropping them, huh?
he drops them all the time, and it's like
How do you handle those generally?
you just kind of like, what? He's seen me look at him a few times, going, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think they fucking care anymore, though.
No, he's
like
old.
they get to a point.
Yeah,
they get
people
to an
like
age-
that, you're not going to change.
My
He's
dad would,
93.
My dad, he used to when he'd hear something because we lived in East Texas for a while, and they drop them in East Texas like it's like off an apple tree, just falling down at any moment. You could hear it drop an N-bomb, and you're gonna hear like someone will do it at any moment. And my dad,
Like if they were on the east side of St. Louis, in the hood,
yeah,
how they use it.
no, I'm talking about straight up.
But with
like
the R.
what's his name, David Duke style with the
Oh.
hard R and white people saying it all the time down there. And my dad, we moved out there from Rowlett, and so we didn't really have any experience with hardcore racism like that until we moved to East Texas. and it was alive. Like they still had the tracks there, and there was kids that knew, like, man, I ain't going over there. Because I'd ask my friends, hey, you want to play basketball at Washington Elementary? And all my black friends would be like, fuck you. That's on the wrong side. And I didn't even know what they were talking about. I had to ask my mom. Anyway, my dad, when we first moved there,
Which side did you live
would
on?
come with the, hey, like if someone dropped one. Hey, like that. But it got to the point towards the end where my dad was just like, I can't keep getting in these altercations, so he would just ignore it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say my dad just started dropping it like it beat him
No,
down.
my dad wasn't a racist.
Which side of the tracks
Dad's
did you
a-
live on?
In Palestine, I was on the white side.
You were?
Yeah.
You
I
were?
wasn't by the country club. There was a
I was just tracing maybe your hipster heritage that you were like, I'm going to be the guy that's going to be cool and live
To
on
the-
that side with them.
No,
No?
that's not how it worked at all. In fact, I got punched in the face in the 3rd grade because I was trying to console a guy, and I learned real quick, man, they play by different. There's a different set of rules over here in East Texas, and it all had to do like. I don't see how there hasn't been like it remind you. You remember stories of Vidor, Texas?
Uh-huh.
Isn't that where the dragging happened? Or is
Jasper.
it Jasper?
Jasper.
Jasper with a bird dragging.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that nothing like that has come out of the Elkhart, Palestine, Tyler, Frankston, that area because
Cut and
there's
Shoot's just south of there.
what I'm sorry,
Cut and Shoot is just south of there, right? Or is it further south?
I don't know
north
what
of
that.
Houston?
I don't understand. You're Chinese, man.
Cut and Shoot, Texas.
What's that?
That was.
Is that where it happened? The
if
bird?
if you're here after dark, you're gonna get cut and shot.
Oh yeah, no. There was cities
But that-
down there that had signs that said that.
Yeah,
still.
there's a town called Cut and Shoot.
It's disgusting, man. I
Yeah.
hate that shit. I hate the main thing that bugs me about Martin Luther King Day is you're white. I can drop this racial joke real quick about my job. And you're like, okay, I guess we're doing this here.
You know, in it's the great thing about it, I guess, is most of the people that are saying those things, they're stereotypes, and they make it obvious that they're an actual stereotype. that
Yeah.
you look like the type of guy who would talk like that. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
there is people that that say that you just absolutely cannot tell
Yeah.
that they're racist. But for the most part, those people are caricatures of themselves, and it's like, it's hard
Yeah.
to have respect for someone
Yeah.
that's openly racist and not tolerant of people just because of the color of their skin.
Yeah, you know what I think too? I think all these racial slurs that are getting tossed around now during like Martin Luther King Day and stuff, now when you hear it, I think it's getting inflamed by social media too. There's so much pent up rage that's getting put straight on social media. And so it makes everybody think that, like me, I think all of East Texas is racist. Well, that's not true, but
So Cut and Shoot is just outside Conroe. If
Conroe, Texas,
if you
that's
go
north of Houston.
If you go straight east
I
out
lived
of
in Houston,
Conroe,
too.
you would hit Cleveland, and in between Cleveland and Conroe is Cut and Shoot.
That is
Yeah.
a cool name. I mean, just like not the
Racist?
meaning, not the,
Is there-
not the meaning.
Have you heard of that place
Cut
in
and Shoot,
L.A.? I think it's in the kind of Pasadena area where they have cut and chat. It's a Larry David joke.
That was very.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That was a big reach. there.
I see what you did there.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so we're on agreement that it's not
Martin
treated
Luther
right.
King is not treated right.
No.
That holiday is not treated right.
Okay.
I thoroughly agree with that. That should be right there behind, or right there with. This is weird categorizing holidays, and then with a racial tone to it as well.
Spin.
Yeah, racial spin. But that should be right there with Memorial Day and Veterans Day and Labor Day. Like, it should be just as important, I think.
I agree.
I agree. So we got some other things here.
They're going to have shithole day pretty soon.
I know.
What number is that?
We're gonna go backwards here.
62.
And Z-Sun, sorry.
Oh, my gosh, dude. And Z's sorry. So, we've had, okay,
We've talked for months about the Me Too.
thing and how it's
Time's
destroying.
up.
Feminism has got to be fucking wanting to shoot their selves in the face right now. Because
As of the last 2 days, 3
It's-
days.
Yeah, Me Too is starting to become a joke, I think. I mean, it was in our podcast like the whole time because some of the stuff that was being posted was ridiculous.
Well, and there's been underground rumblings of it being,
Yeah.
kind of
Well,
shit
now it
on
happened-
like the comedian level, and now it's starting
Now-
to make it to mainstream
well-
TV, and now people are starting to turn their
Well,
back. You're seeing the
well-
news cycle.
It's what we saw. What we saw immediately on Facebook, which was an abuse of a hashtag that probably started grassroots from a very good place, getting drugged through the mud because people are like hashtag Me Too, talking
Like,
about
You
like,
have a friend that said,
someone stared at my ass when I walked
Yeah.
into Blockbuster
Or-
Video.
I went to a job interview, and I was dressed fancy, and all the
Someone
way
looked at
there,
my
guys
boobs.
just kept looking at me.
Hashtag Me Too. Yeah. So now we have a prime example.
You know what? Fuck you. I don't want to look at you anymore.
We've had two prime examples of things getting out of control. One was the James Franco, which I looked into that. The girl that accused him was batshit, or she is batshit
Yeah.
crazy. Not saying that that's an excuse. Like, if he did it or didn't, I'm not here to say that. But she's not a credible witness because of some of the posts that she has passed on Twitter where she was making her main case. If you're making the gist of your case on Twitter, then you might want to take down the shit that talks about, pedophilia with a kid broadcast star. You might want to take that down.
Well, the
And
problem is
I always think about how when I meet someone right off the bat, how I can ruin their life. You might want to pull that down from Twitter too if you're going to do this.
yeah,
But on Z's, this thing,
it's
took the cake.
crazy because when it came out, I first saw a couple of people posting. I was like, I wonder how the millennials are going to view this since he's the millennial
Poster child,
comedian.
yeah.
Blah blah blah. And from everything I've ever seen of him, interviews, people talking, he's always like the sweetest dude, which could be, a telltale sign that he's a psychopath because,
Yeah.
everybody that's interviewed after their neighbor murdered someone, he was such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
I never thought of anything. So anyway, it was really weird when it came out because I was like, shit, that's another big one going down.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, I was like, well, honestly, through this whole thing, and this has been one of my things I've been keeping an eye on, not to be racist, but most of the men that are taken down are white.
And now we have someone that's not full on white.
Not full on white. And in fact, I don't know of any black actors
Oh yeah,
or
no,
in
there's
production.
been some.
There are?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any.
Yeah, Donovan McNabb got taken off of ESPN as well as another guy.
Wasn't Warren Sapp one?
Yes,
too?
yeah, Warren.
Really?
Yeah, Warren Sapp though, I'm pretty sure like they had some solid stuff on maybe all of that,
but
but
still, I mean,
still,
he falls into
there's
the-
been some
Oh, I didn't. I totally didn't know they were taking.
it's
down.
multicultural.
Okay,
So it's not just white people.
but it seems like all the big ones in the news are your Harvey
How's R. Kelly
Weinstein.
skating on this?
Yeah. How is R.
Where's the
Kelly
R. Kelly
skating on
Me
this?
Too?
Why haven't anybody just come out and said, "What about R. Kelly?"
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been, it's Harvey Weinstein. Then who was after him right after me
Spacey.
was Spacey.
Or was Spacey before?
And we had Matt Lauer.
Matt Lauer, white, and then
Yeah, the
Louis
majority's
CK.
been
Louis
majority's
CK.
been white.
those
probably.
are the major ones.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying, I was like, that's all you're seeing.
white males. too,
White
by the way.
males. You don't see, but this Zeus is like the first ethnic person that's made major news.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, kind of a millennial
Yeah.
poster child of comedy.
Did you have you read any of this report?
No.
What happened?
no.
So to set the story up,
If this is it,
his date.
if this is it, this just sounds like a bad date to me.
So his date wrote a deal in a online e-magazine that said that talked about going out on a date with him. What they did is they met in L.A. at a party, and Zeus ignored her. But then they were both using old cameras to shoot pictures and stuff, so they started talking to each other through that. Became friends there at the party, set up to meet up because they were both from New York, that they would meet back in New York. They met back in New York, and this is her story to begin with,
Right.
was that
This
they went out for a date. She met him at his house. They went from his house to a restaurant, came back from the restaurant, ate their food really quick or whatever, went straight back to his apartment, where they had been drinking wine, and he went down on her and then started making her feel uncomfortable because he kept trying to pressure her into having sex with her.
So
That was the first round.
yeah. And
Go
then
ahead.
Yeah, that's when you're starting to get in a slippery slope.
Yeah,
of
it's a
they're
slippery
already
slope.
in act, and they're
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially that
still no means no.
he goes
but-
down. And
Okay,
also,
wait, no,
her
hold
main
on.
thing, I think what I've read too is like her
Don't
main
give away
qualm.
part two, because part two
Oh,
more came.
continue
when-
then.
Okay,
Yeah, continue then.
so more came out after this ran. She kind of changed her story that she ended up
Red flag number 1, changing their story.
blowing him.
Or part 2.
Yeah, it's
even.
part two. She blew him twice before he went,
down on her. Yeah, so this thing sucks. Like I don't know. Like the person the person that started #MeToo has got to be like fucking
The
fuck.
whole Me Too PR director.
Yeah, it's got to
It's
be
like,
like,
going, oh my god, why
what
did
the
this?
fuck
What is this
this,
girl?
dude?
This girl just killed everything.
So if
Because
that's the
she
case,
changes her
bad,
stories.
This sounds like a
Then it becomes, I'm sorry, if we're
She-
giving and receiving oral sex to each other, I'm going to expect that
Well,
we're
here's the-
going.
Here's the other thing that's
Or
weird
think
is
that we
she
are.
says that he missed her nonverbal cues that she did not want to continue whatever they were doing. Right? Is that
That's a problem.
When
Is-
your nonverbal cue
That's a problem.
is
oh?
a dick
Oh.
around
When you're moaning
or,
and grabbing
your
the guy's
lips
head
around my dick, that is a pretty weird nonverbal cue that something else is going to happen. Am I right?
I think so, but I don't want to sound like a fucking white dude.
So
But
what's
yeah,
happening?
it sounds like this is a
now-
bad date. Like she got pissed, something happened.
Now
it sounds like a
media
bad
is
date.
turning around and attacking this girl. That it's all her fault. Blah blah blah.
Right.
You know,
Have they said
she
if there's
was
another
on-
shoe that might be falling or something?
No, but they've turned it on her. So my question is, with this whole story, the whole lead up and what we did was, is it because, are they taking his side because he's the comedian of the millennial, and they're going to take his side no matter what, or are they really taking his side because of what she said and everything?
I don't
What
know.
made them switch?
I mean, I think just the media in general is in support of the Me Too movement for the most part. You're people that
So you don't
aren't
think they would just,
conservatives.
I
you
think-
don't think they would just switch to protect him?
Now there's also I
I-
think there's also politics involved because they're trying to use this Me Too, #MeToo. They're trying to get at Trump. They want to. That's what their main goal is. The media and whoever
This is
put
a
this
major
out.
downfall.
Well, yeah, talking about the actual movement, the hashtag.
Yeah, everything. I mean, this is a
Well,
massive
there's
down.
more to it than just the sexual aspect of it, right? I
Yeah.
mean, there's also the feminist, the women empowerment style
Which
movement.
I feel
think that
sorry.
branches from.
I feel this is an insult to people that have been raped and have been sexually assaulted and have been harassed at work. Like this is not. It's just like remember when this whole thing first started. You're like, watch, this thing's gonna get out of control to where you can't even go to Texas Billiards and say hey to a girl.
hit
you
on
can't even say
someone.
hi.
You can't hit on someone at all.
It's just like they. I don't
And
know if this is true.
chloroforming them with a rag is
But I've also
totally out
heard
of the question.
I've also heard another podcast say that in California right now that all the major corporations are telling men if you compliment a woman at the workplace, then you are opening yourself up to litigation and we will not represent you no matter who you are in the company. So it's like the worst thing that could have happened with this hashtag thing is probably going to happen, and that means a backlash and a setback for women's libs. I think. Because this doesn't
I
bode
think it's
well.
a-
This
I think
doesn't
it's a
bode
bad-
well at all.
It's a bad black eye, and I think this is going to
I
change.
think you're going to see hashtag Me Too go away.
You had a positive Me Too movement, and
That got
this
dragged through the
is-
mud.
I'm afraid it's going to get turned around. And
It's just
disappear.
like Black Lives Matter.
Because now
Black Lives Matter. That's an awesome grassroots. Like there's a special on I think HBO or Cinemax. Have you watched it yet? And it talks about how Black Lives Matter got involved with what was going on out in
I'm white.
St. Louis and stuff.
I don't want.
It's still an interesting watch, even though you're a racist.
Yes. No, I
But
didn't even know
the-
it was on there.
Anyway, it's the same thing though. Is the Black Lives Matter just started getting dragged through the mud like Anonymous and Antifa. Like all of a sudden, you had
but
all
you-
these organizations
And you
hijacking
also
Black
had
Lives Matter.
The radical Black Panthers trying
Yeah.
to drag it through the mud,
Mhm.
so it looked bad.
That's the only thing
to
that
the
sucks.
outside
That's
world.
the thing that sucks about starting online and social media campaigns is because you open yourself up to everyone taking advantage of that, the good and the bad. So it sucks. I think it's going to be interesting to see how Aziz Ansari, right? Man, I get nervous when I say his name.
How it comes out of this? He's already given a few reports or a few what do you call it? He's already told the press a couple times, that it's
Was
all
he doing the
BS.
Louis C.K. thing, kind of saying this happened, but I don't know
No,
what
because
she's talking about?
Other stuff's come out, like from her text records that they got into. They got the text off her phone, or he sent the text conversation between them.
Yeah.
To
the media,
media, and he even put on there was like, I'm sorry if there was some weird vibe, because she started crying, said that all you men are the same, and ran out of the apartment. That's what the article says. The end of the article.
Man, that's the other thing. If you're not emotionally ready to have a sexual relationship or an encounter as a woman,
especially with a
just
superstar,
say no when the guy says. And I get the men of power. It's intimidating, this and that and other, because he's an actor and a famous comedian. But if he says, "Hey, let's go back to my place," don't say yes.
Hold on. Don't
blow him before the date
on
starts.
your own accord.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
I don't know. Are women really okay? This is a real. We joke a lot. This is a real question that I want the women who listen to our show to answer this. Is there really that big of an intimidation? Right, okay, Rebecca. Is there? Well, she's okay. Rebecca, if a man hits on you and asks you to go back to his place, is it that intimidating to say no? I'm staying at the bar. I like this place. Like, is it that hard?
I'm gonna go ahead.
I feel like a chauvinistic asshole to say that,
Rebecca
because
right
there's been so many bad things that have happened to women in that same instance. But
she would.
I don't think I would have a problem as a man to say, or as a woman to say, no, fuck you, dude. I'm going to stay here.
Well,
women told me that.
I figured Rebecca will say that no, I would kill them and rip their eyes out and tear their balls off.
Send them to us.
But then this is also the same Rebecca that says you can't rape the willing and.
Well, these are jokes, though. Those are jokes.
Are they? Have we confirmed that those are just jokes?
Is there a central power that can answer these questions?
Yes. All right. She said, normally no, but it depends on the man. So if it's a hot guy...
Is that what the answer says?
Is that what change it? Or do they have to be just a nice guy?
If you're just not feeling it.
Which weighs more, nice or hot?
Just what is intimidating? What is is there a problem with just telling the dude, do you really fear for your life or embarrassment by telling a guy to fuck off?
You want me to read it in her voice?
No.
Oh.
No, this is a weird subject, because I'm sure there's about to be something that comes out on one of us pretty soon on podcast hashtag Me Too.
Yeah, there's
hashtag
vibes.
Podcast Me Too dumpsters. Hashtag dumpsters too.
She said vibes. You can tell a creep from the get-go normally.
Okay.
Then what are you doing with Danny?
Okay, no, continue. I want to read this.
No,
do you mind if we read this, Rebecca?
She said, please read my voice. I should have read it in her voice.
No, don't read in her voice. I don't.
She just said,
let me put my
yes.
reading glasses on.
At the bottom, she says, yes, please read in my voice. See?
Happy 15 weeks.
Happy 15 weeks. We were going to I wanted to do that. Ah, Danny's her favorite. Danny's my favorite
He's
kind
my
of
favorite
creep.
kind of creep.
I sound just like her, don't I?
So,
with that southern accent, no. You want me to do the California?
Bruh.
Dude, he's my favorite kind of creep.
You still had some hick in there.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. All right. Well, it's interesting. It's just like you named it, right? You nailed it when you said this is a slippery slope. It's a very slippery slope, and the media kind of built their own.
So from one slippery slope to the other, shithole, false warning hole.
Oh yeah. What'd you think about that?
I was busy when all that happened and had no clue anything was going on.
I wasn't. Wasn't busy at all. All of a sudden, everybody starts freaking out on Twitter. I found out on Twitter.
Do we need to play sad Hulk music?
What?
Because
No.
you were all alone. I wasn't busy.
No, but
I was
the
just by myself.
The
Dangling the revolver.
You know what crossed my mind immediately
What's
was North Korean hackers. Immediately.
Oh, that's what.
That's
When
exactly what I thought
found
when I
out
saw that. I
about
was like,
it, when
North Korean hackers.
I started
Nation
seeing the
state.
stories and stuff.
Yeah. Well, last night there was another one in Japan with a major
Yeah.
media group broadcasting. Like one of their ABCs or NBC came with one too, and they haven't they said that? Yeah, that was North Korean hackers, or they.
I think that's what they said.
I don't
It would
know.
have been smart to have come out with that. But when I was reading it and seeing the news story and everything, I thought the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay, this is fake.
So part of the problem with this thing. Okay, so if you don't know, in Hawaii at 8:00 in the morning on Sunday,
It was the intro to this show. What you
the
heard.
was that there was a EMS alert that goes out to telecommunication companies to send them to their cell phones, kind of like the Amber Alerts
And
that
the
says there's a missile coming in.
television.
Take cover. This is not a joke.
Yeah,
Right.
it takes over everything.
All right. Now, have you listened to their explanation about how it was a test that went bad during shift change? Why are you doing it at 8:00 in the morning on a Sunday? And why are you testing out your systems every shift change? This sounds like a cover-up, a flag.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not one to completely go
I think it's
with.
a distraction. Something else is going to happen.
No, I
And
think-
Japan's a distraction now, too.
I do. Well, here's what I think. I think that there was a missile that got knocked out of the sky by us.
Star Wars, motherfucker. We got it.
You thought we put that shit up.
We got it. Come on. Come at me, Russia.
So it was either that, or it was hackers,
Uh-huh.
or a false flag by the U.S. government.
Could be a false flag.
So who knows?
So
What do you
there's
think? Do you have an opinion on that, Cody?
No one cares. So there's a... No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, not really. I do think it's cool
Did you
that
know
stuff
all
like
this was
is-
happening? When it happened, did you know?
No, I didn't. But I do think it's cool that stuff like this is happening, so people can start to think.
Think
you know,
about
hey,
what if?
what am I gonna do? What is my
It's funny you
emergency
should say that.
plan for being able to handle something like this? It's good for our nation.
There
to be
is
thinking about that.
Yeah.
you
I
know.
think it's in our show notes. Let's
Is there
see.
going to be civil defense and EMS technology, texting technology in the world of Lazarus?
of Lazarus.
Or is that something that's too
Well,
much
if
stress?
everybody's
Maybe
happy,
we'll figure that out here in 4 or 5
They
months.
won't need
whenever I start
Amber
writing
Alerts.
the next album.
everybody will be happy. You won't need an Amber Alert.
You know, I'm probably going to follow the rest of his albums now just because of this one song.
He's like your Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah.
You like gotta.
I got to know.
I gotta know everything. I gotta get comic books. I gotta do this.
Yeah.
So, the thing with this, the false warning, there is a Reddit page
Oh, I haven't checked that out yet.
that talks about, or it was a question like,
Is there a shithole Reddit page yet?
no, what it, I don't know, but what it says is, people of Hawaii, what did you do when you found out about the alarm going off?
Did you see that one cat putting his daughter in a manhole?
No, that doesn't make sense. There's gases in there. What if she
That's what I thought.
died?
Don't they say if there's a nuclear attack to go inside and
Yeah,
stay in
but
for
what
24
if he like
hours?
put her down there?
And there was an alligator just
No.
thank you.
Or, there's toxic gases down there and she dies. Like right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't put my kid in a shithole.
Which I have a question about all this. I want to get to at the end of this. But so there's a lot of awesome stories of people being there like, well, I'd woken up and I was laying in bed next to my wife.
So we banged.
We just hung
Started
out there.
banging.
Or we just laid there together thinking, okay, this is it. And then this one guy did the sweetest thing. He's like, I was getting ready to leave for work. All this went down. I was there with my 95-year-old grandmother. I told her what was going to happen, who has dementia. And her response was like, well, okay, you want to have some pancakes? And it was like this sweet-ass story through it. And then another guy did
God, I
this
thought you were
sweet-ass
going to
stories
say
about hers.
something way, way horrible.
No.
Than
They-
that.
They,
They
were
had to-
they were
well,
really good stories.
Come
and
on
it's
and
like
get some then.
a lot of people saying they were with their family
I'll
because it was
brace
Sunday
myself
morning.
up on the counter. You just get after it.
Whoa. No.
Hashtag me too.
Just keep going. Just keep going if my hips break.
Hashtag false alarm me too.
God.
Anyway, so it's this cool deal. and it made me think, like,
What
you
would
know,
you
a
do?
missile is coming here. Where we live on the
We're
outskirts,
gonna. Well, no. I think we're in a bad area.
we're in a bad area. But if you know one's coming, you have enough time to get to a good area.
Oh, you mean with the? Well, what if it's one of these drones off the coast
That's
that
a different
the
story.
Russians have now
That's
that
a
have
different
nuclear
story.
capability?
That's a different story.
Either way,
Let's not talk about those.
you're getting
Those
your
are-
guns and you're loading everything up, and you're gonna. So from what I've heard, oh, that's the other thing. Did you hear that the CDC? I think it might be this week is having a meeting that you can attend online. And it's the first time I think since the 50s that they're going over protocol what to do if there is a nuclear strike.
They changed it.
Oh, they moved it back or up?
No, they changed it because I saw a news story about this the other day. They changed it to be about the flu epidemic, and they put the nuclear stuff aside.
See, this is really getting weird.
Yeah.
False flags. I don't know what to do. We're getting called off sides.
So you know what you do, right?
Yeah, you stay inside for 24 hours from what I've heard.
No.
Yeah, I heard you stay inside.
Here's
if
what-
you're not sitting,
No,
if you're
no,
not,
no,
if you're
no,
not killed in the blast, you're supposed to stay inside for 24 hours.
We're in a bad area.
What do you mean?
The winds around here blow west to east, right?
Right.
If
So travel
if a missile, if a
to
nuclear,
Mexico?
it's safe to say that Carswell, it used to be an old Cold War sack
It's going to
base.
get hit.
It's going to get hit. There's still stuff out
If
there.
it's a Russian attack.
No, I think it's if anybody.
I
But
think North Korea has targets and we're
Korea said they would hit Austin first.
Austin
They
because
want
of
to hit the heart of Texas. They want to hit. They have all the capital cities mapped out.
Well, I thought they only have an arsenal of 18 to 36 missiles that we know of.
Greg Abbott will stand up to that.
Holy
Huh.
crap!
I think it's time to end the show.
Wow, Cody.
Jeez!
Welcome to the show.
What are you doing next week?
Sorry, he's a Republican, so.
All right, go ahead, man.
So anyway, on their grand map that they once leaked out or whatever, it showed all
Got
the
the fallouts
capital
and stuff.
cities in every state. So you don't want to be around them. But yeah, if it's Russia, the SAC base will get hit. So what you do, get in your car, go north.
Like north of Wichita Falls.
No, north. The radiation. If one hits there, we're gonna get this area's gonna get covered in radiation because the way the wind blows. Normally, it's out of the southwest to northeast.
If one gets anywhere from west of here, if it gets in the jet stream, we're fucked. If there's 6 missiles, nuclear missiles that land in California, there's a lot more people than California that's going to get fucked over by it.
Oh, there's gonna be a nuclear flesh missile in California here in a couple.
What? The fuck are you talking about, man?
I don't know. Yeah, you're right, but I thought it all dissipated. Like there is a map. There's an actual website you can go to that's a map, and you can put where one would hit and
Yeah, and
how
it shows
big
you
it
the
would
fallout.
be, and it shows you how the
And
fallout
it also
stream
has
would
to
work.
depend on how strong of a missile
Yeah,
they have.
that's true, and that's what's cool on the side is you can adjust the size.
Yeah.
but
There's some Billy Badass ones that take up like
so
50
hopefully
miles
it
of
stays up
radius.
whenever we get bombed, so we can figure out
Don't-
where can I go.
don't ever get on YouTube
Yeah. It'll
except
freak
for
you out.
when you get home tonight, and you'll want to look this up.
So the
The,
freaky
Za-
part
the
about
Russian,
what you're saying,
the Russian Tsar bomb.
oh, is
is
that
the-
the
That's the biggest bomb
yeah,
that's ever been
the one that
detonated.
they was it last year they sailed by the coast of like out there by Europe, like where you could see it from the UK. They sailed their ship just to show it off. Is that the same one?
Might have been.
I think it is. And everybody was freaking out like, wow.
So
They
yeah,
supposedly have like 12 of them.
they dropped one in Siberia to test it, and it's that video
Is the
insane.
devil. The devil or something. It's called the Russian devil or something.
That's the new warhead. That's the Satan.
The Satan, yeah.
There's a Satan and the Satan.
The
2.
Satan is the one. The Satan 2 is the one that they came.
That's the
they
one
went
everybody
off the,
fears.
Yeah, and they like went by the UK and was like, "Hey, look
'Cause
at
it's a
what we
missile.
have here, you
With-
shithole."
It's a missile that breaks apart into 23 different nuclear payloads, and they all spread out.
Tsar or the Satan?
That's the Satan. The Tsar is an atomic bomb, and it's
Just
the
a
biggest
big-ass
bomb that's
blast?
ever been detonated, and it's like 100 times bigger than the ones we ever did.
Yeah, but how much do you believe that our public knows about our nuclear weapons and the max capability?
They keep it very quiet. We talk about having it, but there's no
It's just
details that come
yeah,
out.
it's just like those weapon or those planes we keep sending over to South Korea that has complete electrical jamming weapons on them, where it just shuts down a whole infrastructure. Which I heard they've shipped some more of those this last week.
Launch EMPs.
I think that's how we're going to get out of this jam. Is we're going to send
Just
some
EMP shit?
EMP 'em, yeah. Because what are they going to do if they can't communicate to their missile bases?
We need to drop bombs that have nanobots that can actually go out there and start kind of very Michael Crichton style that
This
go out
guy.
there and just start eating people.
He's starting his own religion, you know.
Either that or he's about to work for Miramax.
Yeah.
One or the other.
So, he's right on the fence.
Yeah.
You could go
It's
into
either going to be
working in
next
the
Michael
movies,
Bay.
going to Hollywood.
You're not into
having
flares,
fun.
are you? Flare shots where they're like you're not into any of
Lens
that.
flare.
Lens
We
flare,
don't
yeah.
want lens flare.
No.
But he
Cool.
is. He's right on the fence of going into Hollywood and playing in movies and having fun, or
Being
going
ostracized
to
from the
smooth-
public.
going to
and
West
having
Texas, having 8 wives, and starting a religious
Moving
cult.
to Mount Caramel.
yeah.
Is it Mount Carmel or Mount Caramel?
It's
right, well, let's go to
Mount
something
Carmel.
happy.
I've been
Okay.
there, sir. He's
Let's
been
go to
there.
something
He got
happy.
scared.
Let's go to shithole.
That's
What
where
about
I'm
some
going.
emails?
Shithole.
Do we have emails?
We have one.
Oh, dude, we're running late.
We'll hold that. We'll hold that. But shithole gate.
God damn it.
I love it. Shithole Gate is one of the most
God
beautiful
damn
things
it.
that have ever happened to our show.
Thank you.
Politicians, for this.
No.
And CNN. Thank you, CNN.
Thank you, Trump administration, for
Yes.
finally
And
delivering some gold that we thought you were going to be delivering the whole time.
Yeah.
Instead of gold, it's been sadness, epic sadness.
Except this one.
Except now
We've got gold.
we got gold, and boy, do we have gold. Do you want some gold?
Are you going to play the one that I showed you, or do you have a different one? Okay, because that's not. We got to give credit. That's Vice. Vice did that,
Okay.
where it shows what happened in the 24-hour news cycle.
I think they grabbed it from someone and put it on Vice.
Oh, okay. Let's
So,
listen. This is
anyway.
awesome.
So here we go. Let's
Not the
let's
racist one.
What?
I'm not counting this one. I'm not. I'm
have
not.
to.
Why are we having all these people
Fine.
from shithole countries come here? The shitholes. Shithole. Shithole. Up is down, black is white, and you probably come from a shithole.
The president referred to countries like Haiti and countries in Africa as a shithole. Haitians and Africans come from shithole countries.
That he referred to Haiti as a, quote, shithole. What he does not deny there is referring to other African countries as shitholes.
Shithole
countries.
From shithole countries come here.
He called African countries shitholes.
Shithole and Africa. Shithole.
Why are we taking people from these shithole countries in Africa, etc.? Shithole countries. Why are we having all these people from shithole countries come here?
Shithole countries.
I am a proud
How much more you want?
That's my favorite one.
shitholer and shitholers, shithole. A shithole country, people from shithole countries living in shitholes.
Your mouth is the foulest shithole in the world.
It's not about countries, it's not about shitholes, and it's
Shithole immigrant and real.
Why are we having all these people from shithole countries come here? Because you might learn that people from some of those shithole countries are from shithole countries.
Shithole, Ulrich.
Shithole.
105.
Did you count them all?
Yeah.
So we're up to 105, or is it 105 just in that segment?
We're up to 105.
We're up to 105 shithole.
There's like 30 in that segment.
106.
Shithole.
107. Should count as more because it was sang. But anyway, so there you go. Thank you, every
I love
cable
it.
news network, for saying shithole, because there was a bunch of stations that were just saying S-hole. Your buddy, Wolf Blitzer.
Oh, well, I thought CNN broke the threshold and just came with
He did,
the
but-
the shithole threshold.
But he was like, I'm not going to use that term, so it's the S-hole on my show. Like he took the
high ground.
the high road.
The high
Wolf
road.
Blitzer took the high road. Out of all people, I think he would bump about 3 lines and be like, "Shut up!"
Yeah, yeah. Wolf Blitzer.
You think anyone just tuned out because they took a stand
Wolf
against? You know what? If
Blitzkrieg.
you're not going to
I'm not
say
doing
it, then I'm not going to
I'm
watch
not
this.
doing
Wolf
it.
Blitzer the Nazi. Blitzkrieg. Shithole. Shithole. Shithole.
2020, 24. Oh, what's the
Shithole.
Oh no, that's sedated.
All right.
I was
Yeah.
trying to get to Blitzkrieg.
Thanks,
Bob, but I
media,
screwed up. It
for
was
shithole
amazing.
heaven.
We now have weeks and weeks of shithole.
It's so
Weeks
funny.
of shithole.
Like, Ulrich and I are obsessed with a game called Call of Duty.
Looking
World
at
War.
each other's shithole.
And randomly through the
That's my
night,
dad.
you'll be at my place and just hear shithole. There'll be no mayonnaise in the fucking fridge, and someone's what a shithole. Like it's the default. I'm fucking agitated now.
I ran into my dog. and I
It's the
screamed
new
out,
GD.
Has Michaela said it yet?
Oh,
We do it away from Michaela.
yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I
I'd
bet
like
you
to hear
she
that.
will. I bet you
Is
shithole.
this
will be
the younger one?
Yeah.
Especially if she gets mad. Daddy, this place is a shithole.
I don't want to go to Dave and Buster's. It's a shithole.
Daddy,
It's so violent.
you didn't give me a pony.
It's so violent. That one
You
cat,
live in a shithole.
that CIA guy that's on CNN was like,
The hard R
I guess, yeah, he dropped a hard R twice.
Well, hold on.
And
hold on.
His veracity, like the way he says it and just nastiness, is like, I guess I'm a shithole.
Hold on.
It's almost like he's having a seizure. It's just like, shithole, shit.
Are we talking about this one right here? Let me see if we're talking about the same one.
128.
Let's see. Is it
Shithole.
Let's see here.
129.
The way I'm proud. I am a proud shitholer. My family was called wops and mackerel eaters. I'm proud of that. We came when people from Ireland and Italy were seen as dirty people, dirty Catholic.
It's funny because I don't remember considering those people that are Catholics
dirty Catholics
as dirty.
He even drops a slant eye.
Hold on. Mackerel eaters?
Yeah, mackerel eaters.
What?
The fuck kind of racial term is a mackerel eater? You fish stick eater?
You love eating salmon.
You cod tilapia eater? Fuck. You got me. Guess I'll go back to shithole. All right, play it.
No, hold on. What I want to say, I want to preface this as you're listening to it. Imagine this being Matt as mayor of Watauga doing an interview with
I guess I'm a shithole.
Cynthia Jessup on Channel 8 or whatever.
Shithole.
So you got
Didn't belong in a Protestant country. Shitholers built this country 110 years ago. They were called slopers and slant eyes.
Time out, too.
Chinese
Wait,
people-
okay. I'm confused. Did the Chinese make our country?
No, they built the railroads like they do in
Oh,
every
is that what
country.
he said? Oh, I thought he said
yeah.
the highways and byways and
Well,
shit,
highways
like the
and railroads.
infrastructure.
The highways and railroads.
Well,
they
yeah,
had a big hand in.
I had a step
They've done that all
grandfather
over the
that
world.
passed away that worked on our highways too, and he wasn't a Chinaman. Which, by the way, is Chinaman racial?
Is this a Blazing Saddles thing?
I don't. No.
Because they worked on the
All
railroad.
right, continue.
I think the way to answer that is, do you ever hear Chinese people referring to themselves as Chinamen?
Well, I guarantee you they refer to us as American men. USA boy. you refer to us as dog woman. USA boy.
You China man.
You China man.
You China man.
All right, man. Let's
Built
listen.
this country. Shitholers from Japanese internment camps stayed in those camps as American citizens. And that's a legacy that we bear shame for today.
George Takei.
Shitholers who escaped Guatemala and El Salvador, civil wars that we participated in, built this country. I work for shitholers who protected this country after 9/11. George Tenet is a first-generation Greek. I guess he's a shithole. Jose Rodriguez was the head of counterterrorism.
That's my favorite one. Rewind. That one's awesome. That one's awesome. Play that part again, please.
So here,
I'll let it go.
hold on. No, but as he starts laying this diatribe down on whatever show he was on, did the producer just say to the anchor person, like, do not say a goddamn another word. Shut the fuck up and let this guy roll
It's about
with
to
it.
get worse. No.
It gets
No.
worse.
Is that what's going on in
No,
the
the
producer's
producer
ears?
is freaking the fuck out saying, shut the fuck up!
To him?
You shithole! Yeah.
To Philip Mudd or
I
to
can't-
the anchor?
It gets worse.
Oh, no, I know it gets worse. But does the producer actually
There's
sit
no
there?
way.
They sit back and go, we have gold.
Dude, you've been on the set of a
Yes,
you
that's
know.
exactly what he's
And
saying.
watch Newsroom.
Okay.
Because they sit back when
I don't
he's
think
grilling
so.
some people and they
I
go,
think
uh-oh.
I think the news
she's
director.
yours.
I think the news director was freaking the fuck out, like going, "What the?" Looking back at everyone, like, "What the fuck do you want me to do? What the? Oh shit, shithole."
It's her show. If
No,
she's the
not the-
director. If she's the
I'm
news
talking about
director.
the stage director that's going.
Oh, yeah.
Take all that.
No,
with her arms
now a
and stuff.
stage
She's
director may be
the
freaking
fuck
out. I'm talking about the full, the whole director, the news director that's running the whole show. Is she sitting
Not
back
the
there
program
in the
director,
control room
I guess
going,
one.
we
I don't think
have
so. I think it
gold.
was panic mode.
Do not cut from him. Run this.
I think they're going this. We're giving a gift to Jerry Jonestown
They
Massacre
probably
Podcast.
are. She's like, I'm a huge listener. I
All
see
right,
my
I
boobs
promise
in
I'm not
every
going
week.
to interrupt
And as a
anymore. Let it
first-generation
go.
Greek, I guess he's a shitholer. Jose Rodriguez was the head of counterterrorism at CIA. He's a Puerto Rican. I guess he's not welcome. I'm proud today. I'm proud to be a shitholer, and I want a T-shirt. Hashtag I am them. It's us.
Yeah.
I'm proud, yeah. Let's stand against this and say it's not about black people, and it's not about white people from Norway.
Here's where we
It's
go off the
about
road.
people who built America and who we denigrated until we became ashamed and we realized that's inappropriate. And we're learning the lesson again today.
I got to tell you, I said that I'm not outraged by this and that, but others should be. Everyone can't be outraged. It's not my position to be outraged. But what you said brought tears to my eyes because it's just so offensive. And I can't see how anyone can make excuses for that. This is about pure racism. That's all it is. And to say otherwise is either being in deep denial or being cunningly deceiving.
I've seen these conversations that this is economic, so let's be clear. A white honky from Norway can come here, but a black dude from Haiti can't. What does that tell you in an America that in one generation called you a nigger? What does that tell you, Don? I can tell you that what that tells a honky like me. We're no different than we were a generation ago, and we're learning the same lessons that we learned when we called a Chinese man a slant eye, when we called a man from Guatemala a stick and a wetback, and we called a black man a nigger. That's what it tells me. We got ways to learn, but we can step back and say we're proud because I spoke this on CNN. 30-1, the emails I got were saying,
Okay,
you
time out.
speak for us.
Stop it.
And we are not from Africa, and we're not from Norway. We're from Italy. We're from Ireland. We're from Greece. Every single one of them was from a place where they would say, hey, hashtag, I'm one of them.
Hey, Matt, how big is your trophy case at the house? Because we just won them all for every broadcasting award for the year.
Can we replay that?
Wrap up the show and let's move on.
Let's do a replay.
That's exactly what was going on in the control room. That was it.
Does that just cause mass confusion?
Well,
dude, if you're a news organization, you're
can you get
praying
fined for
this.
that? Can you get fined for that? Like, is there any fines that CNN's going to get for that jackass?
So, no, because
it's subscription or
yes,
you pay for
and
it?
they can say everything up to fuck.
But a hard R?
That's a good question.
That
could be.
Like that
could be.
That could be that's irresponsible for that man to say. Like, everybody's freaking out about...
Does he still have his job?
That's the thing that's fucking ridiculous about this whole thing, is there still is no proof that Trump even said this. Like, this, we're talking about a private conversation that was had behind closed doors that a guy, this Durbin representative, this Democratic Durbin, who's been known to fucking flub some shit, no pun intended, with shithole. Did I have to explain that? Did I have to explain the shithole thing?
No.
But anyway, my point is, they did more damage and caused more chaos with the 24 hours of shithole and hard R's and Mexicans. Like, what did they have? Nice way to drag them into. Like, every racial group in America got dragged into the shithole.
It was
because of that shithole.
It was so ridiculously amazing. I had to pinch myself a few times going, am I dreaming all this? Because
the one that Vice put on their website that I posted on Facebook, I watched that thing. I've probably seen that thing 10 times. And that guy is the one, like, all of it's over the top. It's all ridiculous and grandstanding. But that is one of the best examples of grandstanding I've ever seen on
Philip Mudd.
On any, that guy, the last dude.
That's
the
Philip
CIA
Mudd.
guy on CNN.
Philip Mudd.
I like how here's the other thing that I really, really love about him. His audacity to be like, I'm white and I'm even offended this time. Like, fuck you. You should
My
be offended.
family came from a shithole, and I got here and I helped build this country from a shithole.
You know what? I'm your standard middle of the road.
I want a shirt that says I'm
your
a
standard
shithole.
default racist. You're cookie cutter racist, and I'm even offended.
Yeah, breaking news. There's a lot of shitholes inside of our country, too.
Oh, shit. I drink at a shithole at least 3 times a week. How How many shitholes are we up to now?
156, 157.
157.
That's
Nice.
lower than
We're
I
rolling.
thought. I thought we would break 250, and we're about done now.
We are about done. I've covered just about everything.
Cody, this was an awesome show, man. Thanks for coming on.
I was trying to
Had
look
fun.
through here since it was my birthday show. I don't see any booby emails. So
When is your
I just wanna
birthday,
make
by
sure.
the way, sir?
Tomorrow.
Well, happy
On
birthday,
the coldest day of the year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the coldest day of the year so far. What's up? Represent.
Happy birthday, shitholer.
They're saying like it's supposed to be like 3 degrees in the morning.
Really?
Fuck that.
Yeah, negative
3
3
degrees
or 5. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Any
Fuck
any
that.
precipitation or is it
No.
clear? Good.
Oh, hell's no.
Windy as shit.
No.
But this is supposed to be the coldest. Tomorrow's supposed to be the coldest day of the year.
So
and
open your cabinets under your sinks. Make sure you got a slow drip in all the
you want the
faucets.
slow drips on all the faucets.
And,
And I can't take a goddamn jacket to school.
Take your jackets to school so you can jack it off.
I can't jack it off because no fucking lockers.
Man, I feel uncomfortable when he goes on his tirades on this show.
Why do you jack it off in the lockers? Just jack it off wherever you want.
Because I don't want to lug around.
Just end the conversation, man. I don't like it when he goes on his tirades on our show.
I have a
I
tirade.
feel like that I'm going to be held responsible for a school shooting or some shit.
You're about to because my
have to do
roll-off.
School.
We might have to do a 0.5 where I go on my tirade
About shithole?
because it involves Bigfoot.
161.
It involves
Like our Bigfoot?
yeah.
Oh, happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Tuesday. We're doing the whole show in reverse.
All right. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, man.
Cody, happy Tuesday, man.
Happy Tuesday.
Marlon, happy Tuesday.
Matt. Happy Tuesday.
You're going to do the impression of
But the soundboard fucked up. I got to reload
Bigfoot,
everything.
happy Tuesday.
The soundboard went into shithole mode.
Happy Tuesday.
Anyway, fuck the union.
Happy Tuesday, Becky.
Oh, that one.
The CWA.
That one.
Bigfoot, I'm sorry to offend you, but you work for a group of unknown or what are they? Uneducated pussies.
Whoa.
And they can all just fuck
Who?
right off.
Who works for an uneducated pussy?
Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
That's his union.
I thought you were in the union still.
I am. They take $1,000 from me a year for nothing.
For a bunch of shitholes.
Anytime I can have an issue come up, they say we can't help you.
Oh, so you got $1,000 gifted to you by Trump, the shithole.
They don't even send you like a little magazine in the
Yeah,
mail?
and then your union.
What would I
took
do with a CWA magazine?
The union
Great.
took it, huh? Takes it every year.
No, here's the deal.
So you're getting your union dues back.
You want to get into this now?
No.
No,
Let's
no,
go.
no,
Let's
no,
go.
no,
Let's
no.
go. No.
You know,
my feet
my
are freezing.
You know, I want to see.
I want you to have a job.
I want to
tomorrow,
see
too,
your
by the way.
opinion on this.
I'm sure, man. You know my opinion about companies.
So the company denied my FMLA for my kidney stone.
What? What? On what basis?
What a bunch of
That
shit.
it wasn't 4 continuous days. I was out.
Oh, you had some days off, and then you took some more days off.
No,
Or
I took 2 days, and that was it. It needed to be consecutive days in order to qualify for FMLA within the company.
So you could have more
so
days
you have to
off.
use a personal day for it.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. No, FMLA only protects you if you're out for 4 days at a time.
Right.
Not if you're out for 2 days at a time. That's what the company's saying. I was only out for 2 days. And so they denied my request because I was only out 2 days, not 4 or more.
Fucking 9 to 5.
Now you know.
Did you have any PT?
No, I got paid for all this anyway.
You're just pissed at the
they denied my FMLA, which protects my job, keeps it off my record. It becomes not an incident.
Ah, I didn't know
blah,
that.
blah, blah.
So it's like it never happened if you do it with the FMLA.
Yes, you're protected. They can't come back at you
Yeah.
with anything. You know, all that crap.
Is that the union decided that, huh?
No, it's Federal Medical Leave Act.
No, I'm
It's a
saying the
federal
union
thing.
decided that it wasn't covered by the FMLA. Or was
No,
it
the HR
did.
at the company.
And your union
said
saying I
wasn't
can't get
covered.
your back on it?
The union is saying you're not in any dire needs or in a disciplinary state where something might happen. So,
But if it does arise, we'll protect
if you end up getting in trouble for this, then we'll protect you. But right now, we're not going to protect you. We're not going to help your case because mine will get overturned like this. I know it for a fact. I don't want to try to overturn it. The company is saying you have to take 4 continuous days. You know what the federal law says?
What's that?
Any amount of time.
Period.
Pretty much period. It says the lowest increment of time you can take off is what should be counted, was what can be taken as FMLA,
Yeah.
if not greater than an hour.
So my main question is,
or not to be greater than an hour. So like my company only
Yeah.
lets you off in 2-hour increments. They have to let you off in 1-hour increments.
All right, we'll
to be
end it on
protected by
this.
FMLA.
Actually, Cody, do you have any shows or anything coming up you want to talk about?
No,
Well,
quick,
you're just ending my conversation in the middle of my conversation?
Yeah, because my main question is, do you have any of the Dones left?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
But
Let's
here's
end
the
the show.
thing. No, I didn't get to finish my point.
I thought you wanted to do a whole 0.5.
No, fuck that. We're too
Okay.
far into it now. My whole point is the company has been screwing over employees for months for this.
This type of
years, saying that they can't take FMLA when the federal law says that they can do it in the lowest increments amount. I got websites pulled up. I've shown it to all sorts of legal people.
What about the
I'm not going to get in details on that in case anybody's listening. But
Condos and Condos?
I've had Condos and Condos and Mimi Coffee look at it. They all agree. I have now filed a complaint with the U.S. Labor Board and U.S. Hourly and Wage Commission.
Nice.
And we're going to see where this goes because I don't care about my shit being overturned. It needs to be set as a precedent through the company that this is what you can do. And this isn't the first time they've tried to supersede the federal or state law.
But what about
to bend their way?
Doesn't union agreements trump that stuff though? When they've made an agreement out, like
no,
the federal law, the FMLA Act supersedes anything that the union has agreed to with the company.
So I had someone call.
Yeah.
That is supposedly in my local knows
to the union
in the union local office that
Gotcha.
knows FMLA law.
Yeah.
She supposedly flies to Washington every 3 months.
She a lobbyist?
Or I'm sorry, every year to talk to him for a conference
Gotcha.
and then does this other stuff. She told me that she called me and said, "What's the problem? You know, what's the deal?" And I kind of explained to her they're denying me, and she's like, "Yeah, that's what they do. That's the company's stance on it. That's the way the company does things." And I said, "Well, federally, that's not legal." I read her the law, told her where to go get it, how to read it, blah blah blah. I even read it to her over the phone.
She knew about it, right?
No.
What?
No,
That's
she'd
the rep.
never heard of this. She had never heard of this, and that whatever's on the web isn't to be taken seriously. I said it's from a federal government website. It's from the U.S. Labor and Board .gov website. You don't just fake shit that goes up there. This isn't Facebook or
This
Reddit.
isn't a shithole.
This isn't a shithole. So
What kind of shithole does she think this is?
I don't know. And so I go, so I need to know what's right. I need you to tell me what's right. Which one's right? Well, the company doesn't see it that way. The company does things this way. And I said, okay, are you a union representative that's called to help me? And she goes, well, yeah. I said, okay, why are you taking the side of the company? You're telling me what the company wants, and now you're telling me you're not going to fight for it.
Yeah, it sounds like she was shitholing you.
Well, she goes, well, I did call to fight for you, but I don't like your attitude now, young man. So here's, I don't give a fuck what you do because I'm not even in your local anymore. I'm being,
she said this
I'm being
on the
transferred.
phone?
I'm being forced transferred to San Antonio.
She said, "I don't give a fuck what you do." And you is this? Do they? It's AT&T. They record their conversations, right?
I have no idea where she's was.
Was I supposed to say that? Is that getting edited?
No, they probably do. Anyway, so she.
What a shithole bag.
No, she was.
Can I say shithole bag?
She was a shit cunt bag. That's what she was.
Shithole cunt bag?
Yeah. And so I was like, no, seriously, why the fuck did you call me then? Why are you calling me to talk to me about this if you have no clue? You've never seen this law. I'm telling you exactly where to go get it, to read it so that we can try to figure out. I said, I don't give a shit what it does to me. I don't give a shithole what it does to me.
Should have pulled the damn down. Like, what are you walking out?
And I told her, well, this is funny. She goes, I told her, I said, for some reason, my other phone called Jennifer, but dialed Jennifer, and she got to hear the whole conversation from my end, too. It's pretty weird.
Were you on speaker?
No. It butt dialed her, and she was just listening in as I was talking to the other girl, because I had both phones right next to each other.
That's amazing.
It is amazing, and this comes into play
The
here in
rep.
a second.
is amazing.
So she's like, I go, if you're here to help me, you're supposed to be,
Supposed to get my
if you're in
back
the
here.
union,
Yeah.
this is whatever. I said, I'm just trying to get you to look and see if this is true or not.
I have money that you take out of my check every
Will you just look at this? I
2
know you're
weeks,
supposed to
so-
know everything, but
or
this
every
is on.
month.
If you just put in FMLA minimum time, this is the first thing that pops up. It's a government website. Is this right or not? If it is, the company's fucking employees over, and you're supposed to fight the company. That's supposed to be your goal, is to set the company straight on things. So basically, it's like me walking up to an attorney and going, look, I found this entire case for you. Now go make millions off suing a big corporation because they fucked up. That's kind of the same way it looks.
This would really make me mad.
I gave her, dude. I nearly
Did you
walked
get a cookie?
I nearly walked in and threw all my shit in front of my boss. Said, "Fuck you, I quit."
Yeah.
It was that hardcore.
What
But
was your boss? What was his take on
hold
the
on.
whole thing?
Let me finish the story with her on the phone.
Okay.
So we're going back and forth, and I was like, "That's all I need to know is if this right. That's all I have questions. I found this on my own, and everybody I've sent it to says that I'm right on it, and I just want to know." And she's like, "Well, the company's not going to do that, blah blah blah, and the company needs this." And she goes, "You can fight it, but you'll lose." And I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Well, that's really supporting a fucking union member that you're supposed to be representing." And she goes, "I don't give a shit what you do." The second time, and then she goes, "In fact."
Did she call you from her cell, or was it an
It's
office?
from her cell.
Oh, fuck.
And she goes, "In fact."
Do you have that recording app on your phone?
Yeah.
Did you use it?
No. I didn't know it was her at first. She goes, "In fact."
So it's your word against hers. So she's
said-
got you fucked.
She just said, "In fact, you can fuck off and go to hell, or you can just go to hell." And I said, "All right." I said, "Thank you for all your help." And she goes, "All right, you can go now, young man. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye."
She just kept
Bye-bye.
repeating it
like that, like she sounded like a machine, just saying bye bye. I said, "You know what? I hope you enjoy
everything you've done.
Being forced transferred to San Antonio. Have fun." Because she got what we call a surplus. She lost her job title. She got downgraded, and she has to move out of town now.
Why don't you? No, we can't do that. We got public records. I was gonna say.
So,
just happened to give me
this
her
is
phone
the-
number so we can fuck with her all day.
I can do that.
Let's do it.
Anyway, yeah. So Bigfoot is now the vice president of our union here locally.
no.
So anyway,
Well,
it turns out
happy
that
Tuesday.
I found out today. Today is the day the union is saying we're not going to help you with this because you have to have some type of discipline against you for us to step in. And I was like, this is all proactive and to help people that have had to go through this before.
They don't care.
And to help them.
It's not if you're not. They're trying to mitigate all rocking of the boat, and if they don't have to go do what they're paid to do by your check every single month, you pay dues every month or every check.
Every check.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like
That's ridiculous, man.
I forgot how much.
I can't believe her.
It's almost
I can't
$100
believe
a
her.
month.
Her using profanity with you.
Yeah. So here's the deal: is since they shot me down and said they wouldn't help me, that just goes into the case with the U.S. board.
Yeah.
That I have going. I just keep writing all this down and submitting everything I talk to.
You
and
got to
blah,
get
blah,
that
blah.
app, that ACR app or whatever, that automatic control. Oh, you said you have it?
Yeah.
Just make sure you use it when you're talking to these people.
Yeah. So I'll
And I would
use it.
specifically call her again, so you in hopes to get her on the phone and get another reaction like
Get
that.
a reaction like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'd be like, I'm still here. I still have some questions.
Since the union doesn't seem to want to do a preemptive strike against the company,
you need to hire Matt Stubbs, attorney at law.
I should.
Call me.
Attorney at Bird Law.
The
Name it.
union is
Yeah.
now being placed
Mac.
on the U.S.
Mac.
Board of Labor.
Who? The what?
The U.S. Board of Labor, the complaint,
Uh-huh.
they're now being placed on it and can be looked up and attacked because there are all sorts of crazy union laws, and it ends up affecting the national, our district.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I've been pissed for the last 3 days about all this because I found out on Monday. I went out to my job site and just sat in my truck all day and made phone
cookies.
calls.
ate cookies.
I wish I had cookies on.
No,
me,
you
'cause that
better
would've
watch it
calmed me
with
down.
that actually, because if something does happen, you don't want your company to automatically order a DT. Like that, you know what I'm saying? You want to.
Oh yeah.
So be careful with what you be doing right now.
I'm not doing anything. It's all the magic of radio.
I know. I forget. Sometimes.
The only thing they're going to find in my blood is Adderall and whiskey, and they're going to be like, "Oh my god!"
And whatever fart stank you've been spraying around the shed all night.
That's
all right, we're
the
way
exit
late,
of
man. I'm
Taco
sorry that
Casa.
happened, but we're 52 minutes late.
And I'm starving.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Not by recording standards, we're not.
Oh, what is our recording standard? Right? Did we start late?
Yeah, we started late.
Okay, well, we're sorry, everyone.
All right, so
Food.
Call of Duty.
Cody,
Yes.
promote yourself.
Cody Canifax, also known as iNcelta. Go out and check out my album, Music Time Capsule. You can get it on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon. I'm out there on some free streaming outlets too for those that just don't want to pay for the album.
Keep those a mystery.
Yeah, no, I do. But the reality is, I know that's what people are gonna do for the most part. But if you like it, then help a brother out and go buy it. And
Do you have any merch or anything for sale?
yeah, I've got a website, iNcelta.com,
There you go.
www.iNcelta.com. You could buy. I think I've got 2 kinds of long sleeve T-shirts made by my buddy Kenneth Smith at DFW Inc. I've got some CDs, a few different kinds. One with a 8-page booklet, art prints, and then one with a 2-panel. And then I've got a clean version of the 2-panel. You can buy it at my website and go subscribe on YouTube. I'm putting up a lot of cool stuff on YouTube. And go follow me on Instagram and like me on Facebook.
Huh. Cool. Awesome. We just got banned by YouTube.
Oh,
did we?
Banned.
Where?
Just got the email.
No
Thanks,
way.
YouTube.
Are
You guys
really?
make Dustin feel way better.
Because they're probably like, you'll have too much shit. Seriously,
Holes.
we did get one?
Shit
Yeah.
holes.
Yeah, they just kicked us out. So all the money we were making from YouTube just went right down the toilet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. All right. Well, dude, Cody, it's been awesome, man.
Yeah.
The tunes that I've heard sound awesome. Everybody check them out. Everybody check out, get a CD, go to a show.
176.
shows.
Oh my.
176 S-holes.
Shut up, shithole.
That'll be more.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on, guys.
I know.
That's shitty.
Shithole, shithole,
Fuck
shithole,
you,
shithole,
YouTube.
shithole, shithole, shithole.
It's not that we
We're
got
up to like
banned.
180.
Yeah, we got kicked out because we're not badass enough.
Wow, that's why people are getting so pissed off. All right, fuck this. I'm done with everything.
Me too.
I'm going out to the desert. And
We
just
gotta have a
sitting.
suicide pact.
No, I'm leaving this area and just traveling, and you
We
will
should.
never see
You
me
know what?
again.
Let's start the compound.
You'll be what with him?
Yeah.
Y'all want to
He's
fly,
the preacher.
What's
fly
gonna
out to
happen
Lazarus?
is I'm gonna disappear, and I'll come back like in 5 years to some HK show at Lola's and just roll in there. Guys will be standing back
The
going,
big beard.
"Is that?
Have you seen- yeah.
Is that?"
Like Larry
And you'll
David on
never
Clear
know.
History.
And all y'all will be too fucked up to come over and ask, and I'll just walk right
I'll
back
just go,
out.
No. That asshole. ain't
And then the
coming
next
back,
day
has he?
we'll sit down at a cafe. Jennifer will sit across from me. It'll be your favorite cafe. I'll walk by you. We give the knowing nod. And then is that the end of Batman?
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here. Later.
Cool. Later.
Did we really just get banned?
Stop. No, well they're changing all the policies.
They're saying we don't